do with the carnauba wax that one of my subscribers sent me. I'm telling you, we could make it really pop today. So what I want to do is, guys, I'm going to come and do a short live stream. It's not going to be super long. Last night we lost cable. Cable was out all yesterday. Came back for a little while. That's when I got on the live stream and did my stuff for you guys yesterday. And then again, it dropped. And again, I didn't get internet until today, sometime this morning. So we were completely out, and we had no internet able to broadcast. So that's what happened last night. I do apologize, guys. That's why I'm doing a little bit of a makeup to make up for this. You know what I mean? So we did put this on there. This will be out. Let's do Saturday for HD speed. And then I'm thinking about doing a separate video here. I got some on me, actually. It's not what you think, guys. It's not what you think, okay? But one of my subscribers sent this to me a couple months ago. It's a 3D carnauba wax. And I thought about going ahead and put it on the Prelude to give you guys a feel for it, you know, to really top off the HD speed. It already has Monton wax in it. It's a different type of wax. It's not carnauba based. Supposedly it's a little bit longer working time and stuff like that. And then maybe just really make this pop. So again, I am very sorry about what happened last night. It was not just because of the fact that the situation. It's because we lost internet. We have Spectrum internet. They took over Bright House. We had Bright House. It was excellent. I've noticed the internet, everything's laggier now since Spectrum took over. Just you can tell big companies taking over, and now the quality's gone. So that's why we're doing this on a Monday night. Just gonna make it up for you guys. Finish off some stuff. This video will be out probably Saturday. Terminator came out late today because of the fact that we had no internet. So that's why I had to upload it later on in the afternoon, and that's why I went live. Terminator is amazing. Let me tell you, 2 passes. Even though you didn't get to hear the verbal communications part of it, 2 passes at all as it took. And I'm telling you, that sap was gone. I was just shocked. It's the first time I've ever used Terminator. I've known a lot of people that vouch for it. Stoner Car Carrier makes some just amazing stuff, but wow, just 2 passes and the sap was gone. I was really honestly shocked about it. But I got to tell you, after using HD speed, the Prelude looks beautiful again. It has its typical rock chips and stuff like that all over it because it has 197,000 miles on that car. But it's beautiful. You are really going to be shocked. And the water repelling and the sheeting from this stuff is really good. This is a great all-in-one correction polish plus actual wax. It's really, really good. Highly recommended. And again, this was sent to me by my subscribers a couple months ago. It's also made by 3D Clearly, but it's their carnauba wax. I'm really thinking about adding a layer of this on top of it to really make it pop. Give you a fair review on it and stuff because a subscriber did send it to me. So we'll see what happens. What's going on, Marcel? I see you up in here. Carlos, how you doing, man? Hello, Riley Outdoors. Lewis, how you doing? Venom, what's up, buddy? Hey, Chad, been a while since I made a live. Yep, for sure, man. Hey, Pan, what you doing this fine evening? No, I don't want to subscribe to your video. Sorry, that's why you're showing up as spam. What are your thoughts on German cars? I like them, but they're very expensive to fix. Not my cup of tea. I'm not looking to spend a lot of money on fixing German cars. Ken Lawton has a BMW. You can ask him personally right here. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Just in time. Just finished playing PUBG and won first place. Winner, chicken dinner. Logan, what's up, buddy? It is late. Yeah, dude, we're just doing a late night live stream. Got home from work. I'm like, you know what? I had some people contact me via Messenger and via Instagram asking me what I make up for it tonight. And I said, you know what? I guess I could do it for you guys tonight. Normally, I would not hold these, so I understand if we don't have a million people in here. I totally get that. I just want to take care of my subscribers. Big news coming up here. Stoner Car Care contacted me after I sent him the link of the new video. Peter from Stoner Car Care. He's the one that always gets me tickets to Detail Fest down there at Palm Beach. It's hosted by Auto Geek. He said he's got some new products coming out he's going to send me. But also, he said, do you have any plans for around end of October, beginning of November? He said, because I would like to personally invite you and get you free tickets to SEMA. I've been invited by Masterson's twice now to go to SEMA, and this is going to be Stoner Car Care's very first year at SEMA. He said they're already getting everything ready for it right now. He's been really busy, but he said, I'd like to get you a couple tickets for SEMA if you guys would be willing to fly out to Las Vegas. And so I'm really considering going to SEMA this year. I've never been there before. Again, Masterson's always invites me every year, but I just didn't have a chance. This year I've got loads of vacation time left, and I'm like, you know what? That could be a really, really fun adventure. I don't know if you guys have been to SEMA before, but I mean, I see all the videos on YouTube, and getting to meet a lot of the people that I talk to on the internet, that's a lot of fun. When I was at the detail garage over there in Tampa a couple weeks ago, and I got to meet a lot of my subscribers. Even though I was really late, I still ran into a lot of subscribers, and that's really fun to get to talk to you guys a lot. Yo, recently tried Jack's Wax and I really had money in the product. Wondering if you can, probably in the future, John. I've got a couple other things that are on my plate right now that I have to knock out really quick, and then we can probably work on that maybe later on towards the year. You should try 3D BDX wheel cleaner. It turns purple and smells horrible. That sounds like Sonax wheel cleaner. Sonax wheel cleaner changes colors and it stinks. I have never tried a wheel cleaner that smells so bad until I tried the Sonax one. My God, I was downwind of it when I first sprayed it, and it ran me off. It stinks so bad. I mean, it's very powerful. It gets the job done, but damn, it stinks. I was just like, ugh. How long did the Meguiar's Fast Clean and Finish sealant last you? It lasted me a couple of months. I'd say a good 3 to 4 months before I really saw any noticeable stuff. Considering how fast it is to just spray it on and then just wipe it on, dude, even if it lasted me, 3 or 4 months every time or less, it's so much faster than waxing a car. It literally is ridiculously quick. Highly recommended product. Now you can't buy them at Walmart anymore, but you can buy them at all your stores. Your regular automotive stores, but you're gonna have to pay full price, like 15 or 16. So it's like, yeah. Why not voice over the videos in today's video? I just left it as is, Aaron. Bill Honk, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Not expensive, no more than any other car I've owned. Do you own do your own servicing, which is just an oil change? The thing is, Ken, I see so many German cars that are overpriced because it has the brand name on it, the BMW, Mercedes name, or Audi, and everything just because it has those names on it is suddenly more expensive, that kind of thing. And then, of course, parts are more expensive. I'd say about 80% of the cars I've owned were JDM cars, whether they were Japanese cars made in the United States or they were actually from Japan. And they just seem to never have any major issues. They just keep on going and going. I mean, look at, other than the CPU problem, the ECU problem with the 91 Prelude, it's a 91 Prelude. It just still keeps on going with just basic service. And that's just, you don't even see German cars on the road anymore that are from 91s unless they're some like collector's cars. It's just, the same with American. American cars just are like, they just throw away cars essentially. Keep them for 4 or 5 years, maybe 10 years, and then they're thrown away. Or Japanese cars, just with basic maintenance, they just keep going and going and going. And I like that about stuff. And then they're really cheap to fix. Have you ever thought about learning how to use it? That means I have to buy one, Aaron. I don't think it's the problem with learning how to use it. It's just not burning into your paint. The good thing about DA polishers are they actually stop if you put too much pressure down. They will actually stop rotating so it won't burn your paint. It's okay. I'm California. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool then. Yeah, it's pretty early for you. It's right at midnight here. SEMA, what an opportunity. Yeah, dude, Charles, I've been invited last 2 years, but I didn't have a chance. This year, I have lots of vacation time left to burn before the end of the year. And I'm truly actually considering going this year. Again, I can see Greg Masterson. Greg's invited me for dinner a couple times. He's like, dude, we're going to go out. We're going to do some stuff together. So he's invited me to his new store out there in Anaheim. He's quite literally, he's 5 minutes from Disneyland. Me and my wife have never been to Disneyland. We have season passes to Disney World, but we've never been. His store is 5 minutes away from Disneyland, and Disneyland is 5 minutes away from her aunt's house that we stayed at last time. So you walk out of her townhome neighborhood, literally on the main road, and you look down, you can actually see the wall of Disneyland because Disneyland has a giant wall around it. It's not like Disney World here where it's built on 2,000 acres and it's just all trees, and you're just like, well, trees everywhere. And then suddenly, oh, welcome to Disney World. That's the way they did it here, where they bought crap loads of land. Best wax and sealant combo. Wax and sealant. Probably the sealant and wax are totally different things. Just get yourself a sealant, man. You're going to really be impressed. They're really easy to take off. Like a carnauba wax here, like we're talking about here, one of my subscribers sent me. You have to let them haze up. For the most part, some don't have to let it haze up. But then they're a lot harder to take off. Where a sealant, it just wipes off with ease. There's no like putting in work on it. Where a sealant, it just wipes off. And a sealant lasts much longer than a wax ever will. So I highly recommend spending the money, spending the $30 and going with a good sealant, and it's going to last you a lot longer. I've had really good results with Stoner Car Care's visible sealant, visible shine sealant. I've had great results with Masterson Shield. I've had great results with Chemical Guys Jet Seal. They all lasted me about 10 months before they really started having any visible significance starting to loss. You know what I mean? What's up, Richard? How you doing, man? Ken, beware, BMW doesn't want you to work for them and make it complicated. Got to get up early and clean some cars. Got to head out for the night. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by here. I know it's just a split moment thing coming in. I'm making up for you guys because of what happened with the cable company. So I will always take care of my subscribers the best I can. I don't want to be the douchey guy that doesn't care about subscribers and just using you for quick views. quick subscriber counts and just a paycheck from Google. You know what I mean? Oh my God, they watch my ads. I'm getting a paycheck. Ching, ching. Thank God I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I get some money in from YouTube, but it helps me buy all this stuff. I mean, you know, as a matter of fact, I got 2 things. I didn't even check the front door. Anyways, they were supposed to be delivered today from Grillo's Garage. Everybody kept asking for that poly foam, right? Or whatever it is, the foam and the polygloss. With shipping for those 2 small bottles, $56. Outrageously overpriced, but I did order it because my subscribers take care of me, and I do get donations for you guys like Poo Panda and stuff. They all donate. I've had them from all kinds of guys. Racer's Edge. I get them from Dalton. I get them from Maria. I get them tons of donations, and that's where that money comes from. But you know, I don't. I'm not trying to live off of YouTube, and I want to try and treat you guys the best I can. So if I can make up for it last night by doing a little bit tonight, I'll do my best. I'll help you guys out. How come you wash your car when it's barely dirty? They're a lot dirtier than you think. I don't live in a dirt road. I don't live in a third world country. They're actually concrete roads here and asphalt streets, so they don't really get too crazy. You will see my little Honda Grom. I'm going to do a how to wash a motorcycle video coming up here. And dude, I took it through like the edge of the country club there because I was like cutting around the gate. The whole thing is covered in mud because I took it off in the country club and it's been so wet that the wheels were actually spinning in the back, and I was like, oh God, I don't want to like get stuck in the mud or anything like that, but it's completely filthy. But other than that, other than just like rain, just minor stuff, because I live in a city, I really don't have to worry about being just filthy, like mudded up. You know what I mean? Do you think spray wax that costs $40 is expensive? Yes, I do, Omar. That is, to me, is very expensive. Unless you're in a foreign country, I don't know where you would be, Omar, but I think any spray wax over like $15 is too much money. Hey, Chad, thank you for making another live stream. I appreciate it, Scott. I'll do the best I can for you guys. Best polish. Ooh, that's really hard because I've used so many good ones. Over the counter, just a simple one like McGuire's Ultimate will do you really good, honestly and truly. I know you can get like Grillo's Garage at like some AutoZone Advanced Auto Parts. I've used them with good success. I've used even 303's polish in compound setup. Obviously, this is literally, I think this is $15 HD speed from 3D. You can get it at Auto Geek. What it is it's obviously, you're going to see on the video, it's a polish plus a protectant. So it has a wax in it. So it polishes and waxes at the same time. And it's literally $15. I mean, I probably have 60% of the bottle left in here. So I could probably do at least 2 solid cars, if not pushing 3 with this one bottle. And it's just so much easier because you're polishing and protecting at the same time versus a traditional polish. And then I come back with a wax later on and throw it on there. So I highly recommend, if you really want to try this, a lot of the pro mobile detailers and stuff like that use this all day long. They buy the big gallon size of this and then they put it in a smaller bottle, but you guys get the idea. I hope that helps you out. For sure, but it's basic stuff like brakes and oil service are no different than any other cars. Do it yourself. Well, then I'll call Ken. I'll call you over right now, and you can come over and do it. But I'm more of a JDM for life guy. I just know they just keep going without any hassles. You know what I mean? Dalton, I'm sorry if they're lagging. I know what to tell you, man. I'm telling you, Spectrum service has just been garbage. So if everybody else is getting lag, I do apologize. I'm doing the best I can. You know what I mean? Have you heard of Hydro Silex? Yeah, I get all those like spam things all the time, but I haven't ever bought it before. Try Hydro Silex. It's lasts as long as they say. You know, I probably will pick up some cam. I see so much of that stuff where people boast that this product is just so good, you know, and in reality, it's like not that good. You guys know what I'm saying. Imagine Black Magic. Okay, Black Magic is their car soap is pretty watered down, trashy, and they still see pictures, oh, amazing and stuff. I'm like, when? For like the first 2 seconds when you fill it up. After that, it's just completely watered down trash, and there's literally 0 suds left of you guys have seen in the bottle. So we'll see. That's the way I take everything, and then until I buy it and try it myself, which is kind of why I started the channel. I was just like, oh, I'll try this bottle. Now I'll try some of this. And I kept doing this, and I would just upload a couple videos on YouTube, and people began to like it. So I was like, maybe I'll put up some more, and that's generally how the channel really got rolling, because I just wanted to try stuff out for myself and give myself an idea of what I personally like the best. You honestly, MG, you won't make too much money. I mean, once you're big enough, you will make a money every month. But you have to. It's going to take a while. And nowadays, I've learned from when I started this channel a couple of years ago, I was probably one of the only ones doing just like basic over the counter stuff. Now it just seems like there's a dime a dozen type channels. Imagine it like this. You see the young people 8, 9 years ago, you'd have a couple like Call of Duty YouTube streamers, right? Or YouTube guys. Now there's probably thousands, if not 100,000 YouTube kids and stuff like that making them. And because of that, there's less chance for you to get noticed. Okay. And because of that, now you're fighting the best just to get noticed. And even my views are not near what they used to be. My views used to be so much higher. Now it's like I only get a couple thousand views within the first couple weeks. And unless it's some catchy thing that just takes off like fire, it's really hard. And anyways, I'll just tell you that, you know what I mean? You might be like, oh, we'll eventually get there, but you're going to realize it takes its toll, and you have to, now it's turning into a job, and it's like, oh God, I have to have 3 or 4 videos out a week kind of thing. And after a while, it's like, okay, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, if you're doing it for a paycheck, then dude, I'm telling you, my main job pays way more than YouTube has ever paid me, ever. So understand that, MG. Go check the door and open them up. Yeah, Justin, I might go pick them up downstairs here in a few minutes if it's actually there. My wife didn't obviously see it. Otherwise, well, she might have. I didn't walk by the front door tonight. She's already asleep. There's a company called Nick Detail Supplies, but that sells all-purpose cleaner for $30. Spray. Nathan. Shh. He's like bouncing the balls on the table. I don't know if you can see him. So he has a tennis ball and a little tiny basketball in his hand. He's like on the top. So tell everybody hi, Nathan. Tell everybody hi. There you go. Hey, what's up, Gabriel? How you doing? What's up, Dunzor? What's up, man? It lagged one time, but it seems fine now. No, I'm not going to go play. He wants me to go play with him, and I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Any good sealants? Here, watch this. Bye. Here, watch this, bro. Bye. Go get it. I threw the balls over the wall and I went down the stairs because there's a wall where the stairs were. I just threw the balls over the stairs. Any good sealants? I've had really good luck with the 3 I told you about. Masterson's Shield Sealant. I've used Chemical Guys Jet Seal, and I've used Stoner Car Care's all something Shine Sealant. I'm telling you, all of them lasted me about solid 10 months before it really started wearing away. They're about $30-something each, but let me tell you, it's way better than any wax I've ever used. The stuff just goes and goes and goes. Versus this Carnivore wax, it might last you a couple months, especially in the Florida sun. And then on top of that, you got to reapply it. And it's a Carnivore wax is always a lot harder to remove versus a sealant. You know what I mean? And a sealant just comes off so easy in comparison. New finished video. I've got to wash the GTR and then go from there. This weekend was all about the Prelude. Nathan, stop. He wants me to keep playing. Stop. Stop. I'm in the middle of something right now. So probably be in the next couple of days, I'll probably knock out the GTR's been parked outside. So it's probably like really pissed at me right now. It's funny. I love how to use DS Polisher, Oval Card. I mean, I don't care. It makes a huge difference. I nano waxed my car this weekend. It comes out really good. The best spray wax I've used, although I found the wax is some kind of sticky. Oh, dude, the nano spray wax is awesome. Nano spray wax, if anybody doesn't know, is made by Eagle One. It will help fill in light swirls and stuff like that. It fills them in. It's not going to correct them. It helps fill them in. So, but it really is very good. I really miss the old Eagle One when I used to deal with them all the time. They were the first company that ever contacted me, but they were bought out. And when they were bought out, I lost all communications because, of course, the guy lost his job, just like every other buyout happens. They always lose their jobs. And, you tell these companies, it's like, dude, you're going to lose your job and you better start hunting. No, I'm not. And they are sure enough to lose their job. I'm like, dude, this company doesn't need to contact people. You know what I mean? They're all going to condense down now. Their person is going to do all the contacting and all that email stuff. Not you. Your job is going to be bye-bye. And sure enough, they lose their job. And it's pretty sad how that happened out. He's doing all right. Nathan's doing all right, but he's kind of mad that I won't play with him right now. Tried using McGuire's Ultimate Compound on my car by hand this weekend. You need to get a DA polisher. Honestly, Leonardo, break down, spend $150, get a good DA polisher like a Grillo's one with a lifetime warranty, and you're going to have a much better time. Trust me, it's a world of difference versus doing it with your hand. Hey, Chad, how did you badge my car and the letter marks is still on the paint? What should you do? You could probably use some polish. Try some polish and get rid of it that way. Because you want to, the thing is also, if your car is faded, if your car is a couple years old, well, but the original paint is going to be protected, of course, with the actual lettering. So you might have a fading problem there too, which you're kind of stuck with because you're going to have what looks like really fresh paint underneath the letters and then zero underneath it. That's the way I see it. Leonardo Campus, you're doing it by hand. Your problem. Get DA. Yeah, dude, you really need to buy DA. It's worth $150. I use it all the time. Yeah, I spread wax with it. I used HD speed with it. I did a little bit of a test sample of this with it last night when the cable went out. I was in the garage. It's having a DA polisher will really save you hours and hours and hours. Dalton, refresh your stream. I can't help what happens with it. Okay, you guys are gonna have to do the best you can. Refresh it. I was just watching your review on Masterson Shield. Dude, it worked really good. Easy to apply, easy to remove. All the sealants are like that. Go for it. Spend the money. Wait for there's a big sale, like a 20% off. Pick it up. You will not regret it. It's so much easier to apply than a traditional wax. It comes off easier than a traditional wax. There's no like busting your arm to get it off. And it lasts 3 times as long as the original like carnival wax with ease. So that's why I want to help you guys out. Harbor Freight is awesome. Never tried it. You keep getting cut out from me too. It says click live. I am sorry. Again, things have changed. Once Spectrum took over Bright House, the quality of everything has gone downhill, and I'm very sorry about that. I don't know what more to do. I call them and I say the quality's gone downhill. I can't help it. It's that bad. I don't know. People are saying that it has to do with like what's it called? Net neutrality, because of course that passed just a couple months ago. They got rid of it, and you know, we're starting to see some service problems. We have security here, guys, of course, you know. And the guy was talking to me last night. He said he used to be able to use his phone all the time to stream videos while he was there at work on the security gate. And he said anymore nowadays he can't even get it. So he has to go by the clubhouse in order to pick up their Wi-Fi. He said it's just getting terrible now for him as well. It's just, I'm telling you, the quality is going downhill. Now, you know, and I hate about cable is that, you know, a company signs for one thing, signs the contract, and then it's done. What are you doing? And then you're stuck with that company. And so we went from having a good company called Bright House, which Spectrum bought them out. Spectrum was, I think it's Comcast or something, but now it's just trash. And uploads and downloads have just severely been hampered, and you can see the quality has been down. We were there without cable for essentially 2 days. We used to never have the problem. So I do apologize, guys. I'm doing the best I can for you. Spectrum hits hit or miss sometimes. Wish their TV starts from. Yeah, I'm telling you, it used to be great. Bright House used to be awesome. What's up, Regal? How you doing, buddy? Video quality is good. That's what I'm glad for. What? You want me to hit you with it? My son's a trip. I just wish you would talk a little bit. Yeah, I would say wait. If you're going back to the sealant, I would say wait until, like, let's say Chemical Guys or whatchamacallit has a sale on it, and Masterson's has a sale, and then go ahead and pick it up. So if you get like 20% off of it, and they charge, what are they, like $34 a bottle for their sealant, and you literally use this much of it to the entire car, pick it up then. So you're only paying 20-something bucks, and it will last you for years and years and years. Stop. Don't hit me with that. Is it me or just keep lagging? Alejandro, I can't help you guys. I don't know. Some of you guys are saying it's good. Some of you guys are done. There's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? There's really nothing I can do. I'm so sorry about that. It just is the internet problem. And again, it's not like I can jump to another cable provider because, of course, the whole city is under one company. So I'm screwed. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I think maybe it does get back to net neutrality. They don't have to provide the best service anymore because, you know, they can regulate it. Now it's like, look, you want to use unlimited YouTube? Well, now it's going to cost you more. You know, we're already paying, I think, $100 and something for this. I have, what, 200 and something or 300 megabit cable, and it's still this bad that, you know, it kind of drives me nuts that it used to be really good. Now we're having problems. Amazon has 64-ounce A to Z wheel cleaner. Oh, that is a really good deal. That is a great deal there, Justin. Yeah, you know what I see Esteban happening here in the future. You're talking about that. Obviously, I don't vote Democrat, but, you know, it was a Democrat big thing that they pushed for it. That I think, you know, whenever there's a next Democrat, let's say president in House or whatever it is, I guarantee you net neutrality comes back. I guarantee you, because that was their big kick was for the Democrats was net neutrality, and it got repealed, obviously. So whatever. Again, I can't help it out, guys. Just refresh it. I will be here. I'm not leaving you guys. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to leave. We're going to have some fun with HD speed first. Maybe a little bit of fun with this. Would you guys like to see me add on this on top of the Prelude? I thought about doing it. I did a test sample of it yesterday. It's a little bit hard to get off where you have to spray it with a detailer a little bit in order to really get it to come off. It dries and it's like, holy crap, this won't come off really good. And I don't want to scratch my paint again because I just used HD speed to really get it on there. So I don't know. Maybe we'll test it out. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But this stuff is a miracle worker and it will really make your life a lot better. You know what I mean? Now it's good to hear it. Moderate thing. What's net neutrality do? So basically, they allow them to actually, okay, you know how government always works and they can always, so basically what it is no matter what it was or what you did, you couldn't be limited. Now that it's gone, let's say, they say they won't do this, but let's say a company was like, look, Chad, you're using a lot of bandwidth for your Record 79 YouTube channel. If you want to keep that bandwidth, it's going to cost you some extra money now. You know, even though, so everybody was just treated the same, whether used a lot of internet or very little internet. But now what they can hypothetically start doing, and you might see it a year or two from now, is to start to say, look, Joe Smith over here uses a ton of internet broadband. Let's charge him more, and this person, we'll just charge him less. And that's how we'll do it. And now they'll throttle the speed of the internet. And maybe that's what's going on, because I used to never have lagging problems, ever have lagging problems. This is only a recent thing. Spectrum just came in about 6 months ago and took over Bright House, and things have all changed. It sucks. Last night is because we lost cable. Cable was out all yesterday afternoon. It came back in the evening. I decided, I'll do a live stream. And then as you guys got to see, the live stream dropped. So I do apologize, guys. I've been here waiting for you, trying to HD speed. Can't wait for you to see the video. It's done really good, Jose. No issues whatsoever. And I used only a white pad because I didn't have a lot of swirls and scratching in my thing. So I only used a white pad here. And it looks great. If you guys got to see it on my if you guys have Instagram and you haven't followed me yet, Accord79, just go to Instagram. Look on my story of the day at the top, little bubbles, you know. Go and look at it. I actually show you the results of it last night under an LED light, and you're going to be really impressed by it. You know what I mean? I have a couple like major scratches that obviously I'm not going to ever come out without a repaint, but it looks really, really good. So you guys should really enjoy that one. Does Prelude door panels cushions start coming out? Mine does. The Prelude, no, the cushions never came out of the Prelude. Oh, can you remove sap off of the car? Yes, that's what I did. That you didn't see the video today, Jared? That's what I used. I used sap. It was sap that was on near the back wing of the Prelude, and it came off with just two things of Terminator. I'm telling you, Terminator takes off tar, sap, and bugs. So it's all in one. I'm telling you, it's great. The thing with Stoner Car Care is they're a much smaller company, so they're trying to get their name out. Hence why they send me and many other people products to try out. And when you test them, you're like, this stuff's really good. And they're just trying to get their name out. So until their name is big, these big like Walmarts and stuff don't want to carry them. They want to carry your Meguiar's or Turtle Wax, stuff like that. These huge companies, and they're more recognizable. So you would have to go to like Advanced Auto Parts, AutoZone, stuff like that to find like Terminator and stuff like that. But it is really, really good. It was literally the first time I went in there, I sprayed it down. It says to use the hose, as you guys got to see, it says use the hose. If not, then spray it onto a microfiber tap pad and soak it again for another 60 seconds, and it came right off, if you guys got to see in the video. But the first time it was like, it became jelly again. It was crazy, but when it was hard when I was actually washing it, but once I actually sprayed it the first time, it was like, it turned into jelly again. And I was like, whoa, it's pretty good. And the second time, then it obviously came off with the microfiber towel. It was amazing. Where can I find a Turtle Wax glass towel? Dalton bought it at Pet Boys. He bought it at Pet Boys. I think it was like $4 or $5, something like he said. There's two of them. It comes in a 2-pack. Really good. It's a different type of microfiber than I've ever used before, because it's really, really thin microfiber. And I guess because of that, it's kind of like the little fingers of a typical microfiber pad. It kind of sticks to the window when you drag it across. It kind of sticks to it versus the regular one where it glides. And I think when it sticks, it really just picks up every bit of the dirt and leaves no streaking behind it. It's really cool. It's not like a traditional microfiber. Definitely 2 thumbs up for me if you're cleaning a lot of glass. After the video, I went inside the whole GTR, removed all my, sun pass little, what do you want to call it, for the toll roads. They call it sun pass here in Florida. The toll pass box, and I removed my radar detector and my brain fart here, my dash cam, my GTR, and then I cleaned the whole inside with it. And it did great, zero streaking whatsoever. Now, of course, I use Stoner Car Care Invisible Glass. I love that glass cleaner. Again, Stoner Car Care makes some very good products, but they're just such a smaller company. They've got to get their name out there, and that's why they contacted me and stuff like. And other people are saying, here, you want to try our products? Put it out on YouTube. It's yours for free as long as you put it out on YouTube. And I'm like, I'll put it out for free. Thanks, buddy. You know, that kind of stuff. And Peter and them have been the nicest people to me. They always hook us up with free tickets. They send all kinds of stuff, and they're like, hey, if you want to go to any of these races, we go to Sebring all the time. We race our Aston Martins. You want free tickets? Hey, you want to go to SEMA with us this year? Free tickets. They've been always very polite, very nice. I do hope that they get recognized and really blow up, but, you know, it's just going to take people to unlearn about new companies, and that's why I like trying them. When do you have another GTR meet? There's actually a GTR meet this weekend in the South Florida GTR Club, but my wife's birthday is this weekend, so we're going up to Jacksonville, Florida again. So I will not be able to attend. But the GTR meet is, I contacted the administrator of it. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. It's this weekend, right? He said they already have 48 GTRs signed up to go. They're going to make a drive from somewhere in South Florida all the way down to Key Largo. In the Florida Keys, and it's going to, so the South Florida GTR Club is hosting it. I'm like, 48 GTRs have already confirmed they're going to go, and I can't make it. Go figure. But it's just the way it goes. So, you know what I mean? But wife is always going to come first before all that kind of stuff. So it's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm at Walmart. Should I get McGuire's Gold Class wash or McGuire's Ultimate? Gold Class, Gold Class, Gold Class, Elias. I like it way more, Elias. What type of glass microfiber is designed to be used with no glass cleaner? Try it and it works well. Oh, that's cool. Again, I just use it with a glass cleaner because I really like their stuff a lot. Chad, did Spectrum tell you that the internet had a nationwide problem? Because that's what they told me today in the morning. Mine missed Bright House. I love Bright House. It was so much faster. Now it's so slow, dude. I feel like Spectrum has definitely throttled it back. And since the repeal of net neutrality, I really feel like they've throttled my internet, and it sucks all around, man. It's definitely a change. It's not near as good as Bright House. You should book me up with some free bottle. You want to book you up? Book you up. American English is dying before our eyes. Where's the Adams videos at? I have some Adams videos, Jay. Go search for them right quick. Honestly, Jay, I'll be real with you guys as I always do. Adam's videos don't pull the views. They just don't pull the views. Turtle Wax and McGuire's will blow them out of the water in views. And honestly, if none of my subscribers want to watch my videos that I'm putting out from Adams, I'm not going to keep buying these high-end, almost overpriced products. You know, it's just like, you know, I mean, so how much better are you using McGuire's? Maybe this much better. And is it worth buying the stuff and then paying for shipping and all this stuff if nobody's going to watch it? But I put a Turtle Wax video out. Get ready for a lot of views. And that's honestly the truth. It's just the way it goes. A go-to leather cleaner, good one is Mother's VLR. Really good. I haven't had any problem with McGuire's at all. The McGuire's, they have an ultimate leather cleaner. Really good. Oh, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Read your previous comments. I'm going to bed now. Good night. Can't wait to see the videos. Yeah, I'm going to watch the GTR. What I was doing is I was really working on the Prelude, Dalton. That was my number one thing. I had to work on the Prelude first, get it all polished up and done all that stuff for you guys video-wise, and then come back, you know. And, so that's what I was going to do. So now I'm going to be cleaning the GTR. I have yet to use Limitless Car Care's degreaser. So I'm going to go ahead and make that a video of that where you clean the wheels with the stuff. You can use it for multi-purpose stuff, but he always shows they're actually using it with the stuff. And trust me, I have not ran into any problems with Limitless Car Care. Every one of his products have been solid A products. That's why I can't wait to choose it. He's contacted me saying he's going to send me some more products. He got new products on the horizon coming out. So I can't wait to try it out, but I just haven't got around to it. So I definitely plan on using that. But once the car is clean, then I will be using the new finish. Just letting you know, Dalton, I just have to get the GTR clean. But first became the Prelude. The Prelude was desperate need of an actual wax job. Tried anything from Mother's M-Tech line? Yes, I have, Justin. I've tried a few of their things. I think you can only get M-Tech at AutoZone. They were okay, not as good as regular Mother's. And honestly, I just bought the new another Mother's, what is it, California Gold Wash and Wax. I love their wash and wax. Absolutely love it. Way better than McGuire's Wash and Wax. And I just bought another thing of that stuff. So 2 thumbs up there from me. And but I would just say stick with the regular Mother's or the Speed, the new Speed line with like the Mother Speed 2.0 and all that stuff. Get that. You'll be really happy with it, honestly. So man, we got a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing the whole car on this. I did a test sample yesterday on my car after the internet went down, and so of course, because my subscriber sent this to me a couple months ago, and I just haven't got around to doing it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's because once I applied it, it just seemed like it was really hard to get off. And now I've kind of spoiled myself with the sealants and like the HD speed. It came off without any pressure. It just wiped off with ease. However, with this bad boy at night in the garage, it hazed up, and then I tried buffing it off, and I'm like, dear God, I'm like, man, I forgot how hard Carnauba waxes are to remove versus, the new sealants or this kind of stuff, which just comes off with just the lightest touch. It just comes off. Where this, it's like, ugh, ugh, ugh. It's that kind of thing again. And I'm like, this sucks. It's that kind of feeling. And I'm like, but my subscribers send stuff to me to try out, and I feel bad, so I might be slapping this on there. We'll see. Maybe I can knock it out tomorrow. We'll try it out and then put it on the rest of the car. We'll see how it goes. I got to get a haircut tomorrow. My hair's getting pretty long now, and I got to get ready for my wife's birthday. I haven't even gotten her a gift yet because I was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And she told me, "I don't really know." And she was talking about another purse, but another Coach purse, but in white. And I'm like, "Okay, well, we'll go shopping together. We'll just buy it because I don't know which one you want." I've bought her like 6 or 7 Coach purses over the years, so she likes to have one for every type of dress she has or whatever outfit she has. She wants that one that matches it. So I even bought her the Coach baby bag. It was $500. $500 for a purse. It's a really big one, so because it's a baby bag, you put all this extra stuff in it. Hey man, this is off topic, but have you ever listened to a band called Somersault? They have amazing beach vibe, and thought you might. No, I've never heard of it, Soviet. Never heard of it. Chad, when are you ever going to review 2018 Turtle waxes? I don't know. Hopefully I can do it soon. Obviously, they sent all the products to me. Maybe I'll get it out soon. We'll see what happens. Again, I just took care of the one car. I've got the Colonite I plan on taking care of my wife's minivan with. I don't know. I've just been slacking. I need to get more cars here. I know I need to buy more cars. But what I'm talking about is I need to get more cars to like test products on. That's what it's generally going to come down to. The guy with the 370Z that Parker, his name is, he works at Publix down there. His dad's a head manager of Publix, local shopping super store. And he has a new white, or new, it's used, but it's a new white 370Z. And he came to my house when I was home alone the weekend, and I showed him some stuff, cleaned up his headlights for him and stuff. And he said, "You can use my car anytime you want." So I'm thinking about maybe we can get him over here and I can test on some of the Turtle Wax stuff on his. I like Mother's Gold Class waxes, but Solus M-Tech. Yeah, I think the M-Tech is kind of like a little bit of a cheaper line of theirs, not quite as good as their main line, but it's still a solid brand. It's way better than Black Magic. Let's put it that way. Ever used VSS by Chemical Glass? I've used it a little bit on my GTR. Maybe I was just having a hit or miss day, but it wasn't really getting out all the swirls on the first pass or two. I had to go back to a section again, and then when you're polishing, it takes so much time that I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a second chance to honestly be fair with you, Victor. But I like honestly just get whatever V series polish or a compound that you need and just go exactly with what you need. It just seemed like that stuff worked really good because I just picked and chose exactly what worked best for my car, and then I just stayed with that the rest of the car, and it worked out great. Where's the White Prelude? It's over in Wesley Chapel, Florida, which is a suburb of Tampa out in the country. From all I know is he's just been waiting on an ECU. He's got to get the exact ECU that matches. I just haven't contacted him. And honestly, I don't really care about the white car anymore. I'm just like, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? I'm at this point. I'm hustling as fast as I can to pay off the GTR. I only owe $21,000 left on the GTR. I mean, earlier this year, I owed like $30,000. I mean, the fact that I'm knocking it down. This, just last week alone, I shit you not, I paid $2,000 on the GTR. I paid off $2,000 extra dollars on the GTR. I'm busting my balls to have that car paid off because I would like to have a 4-door sedan sometime next year. Whether it's like a Civic Type R, maybe a luxury car, something like that. Instead of having to always try to put my son in the back seat of all the coupes and not have to worry about selling the GTR because I need a 4-door. That way, all my cars are paid off, everything I own is paid off, and then I can roll in there. Hell, even I'm paying extra on my student loan. I only owe $3,900 left on my student loan. It's almost gone. So I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm like, a year from now, it's going to be completely gone. I mean, I've been paying $300 a month just on the student loan. So the white car is kind of like whatever gets fixed, it gets fixed. That's the way I kind of feel about it. What do you think of Meguiar's? I have never used some professional products at all, Esteban, so I don't know. I can't comment on it, buddy. Have you ever tried any Surf City Garage products? Yes, I have. Their soap is amazing. Their wheel cleaner and stuff, it's okay. Their detailer is really good. What you got, buddy? Oh, you're playing with the thing? Are you learning the letters? Yeah. Yeah? You learn all the letters? I wish you would talk. Maybe you'll be like Edison. Edison or not Edison. You learn all the letters? Is that Q? Q. R? Why is R a rainbow? Is R gay? S? T? There you go. He's got his little learning pad. Oh, yeah. Supposedly, Einstein didn't talk till he was 4 years old. Einstein's some massive genius, so we're kind of hoping the best for this one. He's like 2 years and like 4 months now, and he still doesn't talk. He just says like a yes and a no and stuff. VSS is not that great. Have you ever tried McGuire's detailer lineup? No, I haven't. I haven't tried any of their higher end stuff. Really like the commercial grade stuff on McGuire's. Again, here's my thoughts. As somebody who makes YouTube videos and that is kind of has to worry about things that people use the most, I have only had a very few people ask if I like, have I tried McGuire's higher end stuff or like Ammo NYC. Only a few of them. So that means the views on those are going to be pretty low. And for me to want to kind of spend that kind of money, it just kind of, it's kind of like, yeah, you know what I mean? What did you do? Turn it off? There. I really like the commercial. Yeah. We all know the Kia Stinger GT will be depreciated. I don't think so, Justin. I think, Justin, that car is going to be one of those cars. You guys all remember the Pontiac G8 and how good it was, and then Pontiac went out of business. I honestly think the Kia Stinger GT is going to be a car that is going to keep its resale value very high because they definitely sell, but they're not selling like a Toyota Corolla. So I think in that aspect, because it's a pretty fast, pretty quick car all around, it's going to really hold its value. And it's a Kia, and Kia is now in the top 10 of best one. It's actually in the top 5, I think, of long-lasting cars. Kia and Hyundai are just killing it. You know what I mean? They're doing really good. Why don't you put ads on videos so you can pay your own debt? There are ads on my videos, Brian. You have ad blocker, clearly. He's always wearing a short outfit. No, it's like this. You see it? He has a romper on right now. He has a romper, so it's like a onesie, but he has pants shorts on. You know, it's shorts built in. Here, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi. See, he doesn't talk or anything. He'll just say yes or no and stuff like that. Do you love Daddy? Yeah. Yeah. See, he'll say stuff like that. That's about it. No. He's always wearing a short outfit. Do you like Hyundai and Ioniq? Not really. I just think it's another boring hybrid. Though I like the new Honda Clarity. Is it the Clarity or the Insight? It's the Insight. I like the new Honda Insight. It looks like a traditional car. It doesn't look any crazy like hybrid garbage. And it gets 55 miles a gallon. 55 miles a gallon. And it doesn't look stupid like a hybrid, regular hybrid cars look. I really, really like it. If I was going to get a hybrid and you told me, Chad, you have to pick one hybrid, it would be the Honda Insight. No question. I would go be like, that one. It looks like a mix between a Honda Accord and a Honda Civic. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect for me. I would buy one of those and be like, 55 miles a gallon. It doesn't look like a hippie car. I'm there. Hello, Aaron XP again. Frozen. Last live stream ended with Nathan crying. Are you going to cry? No. You're not going to cry? You going to cry? No. No. That's good. Don't cry. Because they said you were crying yesterday. What? What do you see? I don't know what you're seeing. I don't know what he's seeing. He's just doing what he normally does. Would you ever consider designing and patenting your own detail? There's too much of the market right now, Javier. There's way too much competition. It wouldn't be worth it for me. What do you want? You stink. You need a diaper, dude. You really stink. You must have pooped your pants. You want some of these? Here, I'll put some headphones on you. He broke these. He actually cracked these bad boys. These are my Sony headset for the Sony PlayStation. Yeah, there you go. The only problem, Javier, with that is there's way too many companies out there now, way too many small companies popping up. And just to try and get market share now in today's society, it's like a YouTube channel that we were talking about earlier. It's be so hard. I mean, there's just everybody is now set in their ways. They want this brand and they want that brand. And even though I've got companies like Wax Gods and Limitless and all these smaller companies trying to get their stuff out, and they make really, really good stuff, it's hard for them to gain traction. So you want me to get started in another company? That's what I'm trying to say. Don't pull it apart. Don't pull it apart. Boom, done. I would choose the C-Class hybrid. Again, somebody likes those German cars. I'm not myself into German cars, but you know me by now. I like Japanese cars, Aaron, because they last longer, they're cheaper to fix, and they usually don't have any real issues with it. For some Ammo NYC products, and they had been outstanding, the Ammo Froth and Hydrate. I've heard a lot of good things about Alejandro, but I just haven't really tried it myself. And again, just more and more smaller companies coming out with detailing products, and I really think, no, you don't break those. I'll put them on your ears, but he likes to pull them apart like wishbones, and he cracked them last time. Okay, no more. You're done. I'm going to put them up here. Gonna put them away. There we go. I put it on top of my gaming PC. I'm going to build a new gaming PC in the next couple of months. I'm waiting for the new GeForce video cards to come out. I'm going to buy the 11 series, buy like an 1180 or whatever. So, and then just like completely go out. This one already has like 32 gigs of RAM, so I'll probably go to 64 gigs of RAM, a high-end 1180, really high-end Intel chip. I go crazy, you know, when it comes to stuff. I don't need a really big hard drive for all the videos. I have like a 3 terabyte and it's already getting filled up. It's nuts how much stuff I get. I'm saving for lowest to least. Any tips? Stay out of debt. Whatever you do, pay cash. And if you have any debt, pay it off as fast as you can. I'm telling you right now, every little bit of extra pennies that I can free up every month goes right toward paying off the GTR. My payment for the GTR is $736 a month. Okay. Just last week when I made my payment, I had extra money, of course, and I try and always pay it. I paid $2,000 this last week on my car payment. So I didn't pay minimum at all. Because of that, I'm really knocking it down really fast. Is it past midnight in Florida? Yes, sir, it is. It's 12:34 here in Kissimmee, Florida. Brian, the one with the Camry engine. Have you ever seen the Auto Fanatic wheel cleaner? It's supposed to be a touchless. I haven't, buddy. I'm sorry, I haven't. Yes, it looks exotic. A cool 4-door would be a Charger Scat Pack with a new Toyota Camry. Looks sick. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I was going to get a bigger 4-door, it would probably be an Honda Accord. I like the Accord's design better. I don't like the rear end of the Accord, but the rest of it looks really good. I have a feeling probably the very first refresh here in like 2 years on the Accord, the whole back end will be gutted. I guarantee you they're going to change the taillight stuff because a lot of people hate on that and all the big reviewers, and I can see why. The new Camry doesn't look decent. I also have a feeling that the Honda Accord will again gain a V6. I think that has really hurt them in sales by not having a V6. I still see them all over the place, but I really feel like that hurts them not having a V6 when the Camry still does carry the V6. So we'll see. That's just my thing. Also, I'd probably get right now. I'd probably buy like a Civic Type R because of the fact that it does have the 4-door and it has tons of room in it. Because we went and looked at one and tons of room in it. And obviously, it's a Civic Type R. It's really going to hold its value, and it's still a little bit of fun at the same time. And that's what I need. I don't need a super fast car. I've got that with the GTR, and I have a motorcycle to go fast with. But it's still a little bit of a quick car. Great resale value because it's a numbered car and it's a Type R. So, and it's a Honda. It's going to last. You know what I mean? No. What do you mean no? Looks like it can go 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. Nathan is getting there. I can tell he can talk to you next year. I hope so, Aaron. Next year or so, he should be talking. Otherwise, they're going to say he's got real problems. You know what I mean? Just don't buy a car with a CVT transmission. The cool thing about the Honda Accord is the Honda Accord comes with, if you want the Sport, you can still get a manual, where the Toyota Camry offers no manual. So that's always fun. And, of course, the Civic Type R is a manual, so you're good to go there as well. You know what I mean? And that's what it's always a plus. You know, obviously my stuff there. Get the Hellcat Charger. No, then I'm big into big payments, and I absolutely hate big payments. $736 is more than I've ever paid for a car in my life. Most of my parents' houses were less than $700 something a month for a house. Now, this is obviously back 15, 20 years ago, and I understand house prices come up, but that's all they ever paid. And so for me to spend that kind of money, it's really like, I don't want to keep doing this the rest of my life. I'd rather have $300 or $400 payments as much as I could. I'm more now, as I'm getting older, I would rather see money going into an account or something to buy another home out west in the Rocky Mountains, so I can see the Rocky Mountains every day. If I want to go skiing, I can go skiing and stuff like that and just relax. and have a small mountain house, where here is the big city house and there will be the small. That's where I'm at right now. House values are always going to get you money, where cars are usually always going to go down in value. It's just the way the world works. All I do is watch Pornhub and watch my car. Do you do it at the same time, Furby? Do you do it at the same time? That is the real question here. Do you drive Honda's GTR to work? I drove the GTR to work the last couple of days, but only because the Prelude was getting all the work done on it. But normally it's just the Prelude I take to work, or the motorcycles. That's usually what I do. I've only put like 3,700 miles on the GTR since I bought it a year and a half ago. I just don't drive it that much. When I was a young man, I was a little bit crazy. I was living on my own in South Florida. Well, in Clearwater, Florida. I wouldn't consider that South Florida. But I got myself into debt because I was always trying to buy stuff and I couldn't afford stuff. So I'd always put on the credit cards, and I ran up 2 credit cards pretty high. Shh. Be quiet. Be quiet. Nobody wants to hear that. Is a Toyota 86 just a BR? Yes, it's the same stinging car, and they're very, very slow. My blue Prelude is faster than that. Stock for stock, a 90s Prelude is faster than the brand new BRZ. They are stupid slow, stupid slow. That car should have came 230, 240 horsepower. And a 19, what, Tony? Speed auto in the Accord. Hellcats are going to get demolished by the Ford GT500. I have no idea, man. Is your GTR dream car? Yeah, no, that was the car that I wanted for probably the last like 7 or 8 years. There was no other car that I want. There's really no other car that I dream about. Seriously, now I'm dreaming of like houses, second houses. I'd rather have a second house somewhere. We've talked about selling this house and moving to a different part of Orlando in the next year or two, and maybe buying a couple acres and building a custom house. But I told her, I said, I want a 4-car garage. That's it. I want a 4-car garage and having a game room above it. So if I want to have pool table up there, I want to be loud, play video games. He's older. If he wants to bring girls over, you know what I'm saying? That you can be loud because it'll be over the garage and nobody will be bothered by it. But have the 4-door garage so I have tons of room. I'm not leaving cars out in the driveway. If I want to work on the 2-door sections on the car and make videos, I can. The other one, I can still leave the other 2 cars in the garage, and that's what I really want to have in the future. But that's the way it goes. Would you ever consider leasing a car? No, because I personally like to keep my cars a very long time, so I won't lease anything. I like to own it, not ever owe payments. You're always in a perpetual cycle of always paying money on a car you'll never own. And I don't like that. I like to, until I bought the GTR, I had no payments. I had 0 debt. Okay. I just was no payments. So no car payments. It was great. I like that. Personally, that's me. Man cave. Exactly. I mean, this is basically up here is that kind of thing, Ken. Like upstairs, this is like an upstairs living room. It's like goes way over there. You guys can't see it from here, but it goes way over there. There's a big 60-inch TV there and stuff like that. The 2 bedrooms are up here, and you have 2 bathrooms here, and nobody's up here. So we can be as loud as we want. It's no big deal. But they can hear it downstairs, and that's the problem. Where if I'm over in the garage, you shut the door, going out to like the playroom over the garage, it's really no big deal. But my wife says she can easily hear us, and I can easily hear her when she's blasting the TV downstairs because the living room is like right downstairs there, and I can easily hear it. I'm like, turn it down, Yeah, Esteban, don't give chemical guys any ideas, because that's when they're gonna be like, wait a second. Did you see what Esteban said? We can make a porn wax. We can make porn wax. Let's make it, guys. Let's make it. No, we already have a stripper wax, stripper wash. What about a porn wash? Oh, let's make that. Let's make that. We'll just change the color, change the smell a little bit. That's it. That's it. We'll sell 100,000 units. Make it happen. All right. Bye-bye. That's generally the way it's going to happen. Just letting you guys know. Repetitive years with Nathan Scream. Sorry about that, Aaron. Sorry about that, bud. Your new corporate has a 10-speed auto. Google it. Yeah, I've seen the reviews on it. It gets really good reviews. They're really quick from what I see. I see them all over the road here in Orlando. I see all the new Accord or the Camrys all over the road as well. So my eyes catch the new Accord far more than my eyes catch the new Camry on the road. I swear, right now on live YouTube. So it's documented for life. If Honda made an Accord Type R, you guys know this, and they said, Chad, it's $42,000. It's 360-something horsepower like the Kia Stinger. You want to buy it? I'll be like, bitch, here's my wallet. Here's my wallet, bitch. Here's my wallet. And that's literally what I would do. Seriously, I would not even bat an eye because I like the looks of the new Accord. The new Accords are ridiculously roomy. They're almost full size car wise. If you get in them, like your knees are, I'm not lying, you sit back like this in it, and your knees are at least a foot from the back person's thing. They're so big inside now, the new Accords. I'm like, these are great. Throw a 365 horsepower engine in it like the Kia Stinger GT. Call it the Accord Type R. Just a little bit of body kit, not ridiculous stuff, but just like a wing, a smaller wing on the back because it is an Accord. Dude, I'm telling you, so many of us guys in our 30s or young guys in their 40s would be snatching them up left and right like they're buying the Civics right now. They can't keep the Civic Type R on the floor. They're like sold within a couple weeks, if not less. And every dealer only gets a few of them. But, you know, is Honda that smart? I doubt it. But we'll see. Thumbnail from last night's stream. I'm pretty sure YouTube will take it down. No, I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever at all, Aaron. It's funny because the stripper wash got actually flagged and demonetized, and I had to ask for a manual review. Well, the same day, as soon as I asked for a manual review, it was cleared, and it was back to live. Because it's not like I'm coming up with the names of this stuff, but because it was a triggered name, you know, that's the way it goes. And if you guys follow any internet stuff right now, I guess Alex Jones, they canceled all his accounts. Everybody, all these big things. You are really starting to talk to that 1984 time thing, you know, the movies and the books and stuff like that, George Orwell's 1984, where now you're controlling speech. America was founded on free speech. I don't care if you're super Democrat, super Republican, or right in the middle. The way that they're starting to tell you what kind of speech you're allowed to say now and stuff, and they banned all his channels and his accounts and all this stuff from all these different things. It's the beginning. I'm telling you, things. It's only going to be a snowball effect now. You're going to start to see. Well, this company out here, I don't like what he said. You know what? Chemical guys. You don't like what Greg Masterson said about you? Oh, that's hate speech, isn't it? Huh. Let's get their channel taken down. Let's get their company shut down. Yeah, let's make it happen. All right, bye. And you know that's essentially all it's going to take. You know, that just somebody say, "Oh, it's hate speech," and you know, you need to take it down now. And that's what it begins. That's what happens. It's the beginning of the end. So, you know, whether you like something or not, America was founded on freedom of speech, and things need to stay that way. And I don't like the way things are heading that way. I don't care. I'm not a big fan of Hillary Clinton, but the fact is, she has a right to say whatever the heck she wants to say. And to tell somebody she can't say it, you know, that's not good. Smart actually shoots in the line for the car. What color Type R would you get? The Aegean blue. So the same color that's on the Civic Type R blue, the Aegean blue, it's beautiful. In person in the sun, it's beautiful. That would be the color. So if I buy the Civic Type R next year, or let's say next summer, they came out and was like, we're going to make a special run of Accord Type Rs, you know, like 1,000 a year for North America. I'd be like, put my name on the buyer's list immediately. But you know, if they were marking them up 15,000 and 20,000 for a Civic Type R, God only knows what they'd mark up a $40,000 Honda Accord for. You know, it would be 60,000. Oh, it's an Accord Type R. Well, bitch, $60,000. I could get a hell of a lot more than that. You know, and that's the problem they run into. For me, it's crazy. You know, and these dealers will charge $50,000 for a Civic, and I'm like, dude, for $50,000, you can get a car that would destroy that Civic. And you know that I hate that the dealers do that. $34,000, great deal. $50,000, no way in hell. That's the way I see it, anyways. Troy needs to redesign to update the 86, and I don't think they will. I think they're in it for another couple of years with that bad boy. They spent millions on designing it. That's what they're gonna do. You want more cookie? Yeah. Yeah. There's a cookie right there. Here, see, cookie. You better eat it. Stop! Aaron wants to hear. Aaron doesn't want his eardrums going. Okay. You got a cookie right there. Making a YouTube video soon. I'll stay tuned. Okay, good for you, Fix. I guess 3M's good products. I don't like their car show. Oh, I don't know, man. I've never tried that before. I've never tried the 3M. Wait, where have I? Have I tried any 3M? I don't remember anymore, man. I'm getting old. I've tried too many dang products, and I can't tell you too many. Unless they were just so good, they stand out in my mind. I don't remember. That's how it really goes. Got to go. All right, Jay, enjoy your night. Thanks so much for stopping by, dude. I really do appreciate it. I was thinking of rebuilding a Civic Type R. Okay. Make it happen, son. Make it happen. You know, if you want to get into the wreck thing, I guess, to go for it, buddy. For sure. Chad just tried Grills Garage. Best wash detailer, and I washed and waxed my car last week. And now steaks. What? What? You mean your car got steaks from buying Grills Garage? I'm going to Grills Garage right now. I need to get some free steaks out of this one. Should you? I don't know. I mean, honestly, Fix Bros, I don't know. I know you're in the Florida area somewhere. I'm not 100% sure on it. If the videos are doing good, then good, go for it. But the thing I've always noticed with YouTube is if you go with what works. If you think a lot of people would be interested in those videos, brother, I'd say do it. Spend the money and buy one wrecked because they are showing up wrecked already. However, if it's not going to do tons and tons of views, I don't really want to invest a lot of money or time into a video. It's not, or God knows with you rebuilding a car, how long is it going to take you guys to redo it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not into that whole rebuilding thing, so I don't know. I'm just shooting from the hip here. You know what I mean? That's why I try and talk with you all about Adams. When I put up I spent like $100 something in Adams products last year. They barely got any views compared to like Turtle Wax and McGuire's and Mothers, stuff like that. So I just won't buy any more Adams because nobody wants to view them. And that's just the way I see it. You know what I mean? YouTube is treated, yeah, for sure. Just get the FRS for like 10,000 slam 2G. Nah, I'd rather have honestly, if I was going to spend $20,000 to $30,000, I would probably bring over a GTR, R32 GTR from Japan. It's just a better car. They're actually going up in value. The prices on those cars are going up. It's just me. Oh, you're in California. I'm sorry. Damn, son. What are you doing back there? Get out of here. Sorry, Fix. I thought you were in Florida with me. I didn't know, buddy. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you get another chance, what would your next car? Again, Elaine, I'm trying to pay off the GTR as fast as I can. I've only got 21,000 left on it. I'm going to aim to have it paid off by next year sometime. Ugh. And then it'll probably be it'll be a 4-door car for sure. Absolute 4-door. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. He likes to. What's a good wheel cleaner? Been using Diablo wheel gel. I like Eagle 1 A to Z, and I like the new Mothers, the new McGuire's Ultimate wheel cleaner a lot. They're over the counter, easy to get. You shouldn't have any problems. You know what I mean? No, it's all good, Fix. I'm glad you guys get to swing by. You know, I have a lot of channels that, you know, we're like ourselves. We're all under 100,000 subscribers, and they swing by and they'll talk to me and stuff, and I like that. It just seems like once many channels get the little check mark next to their name, meaning they have over 100,000 subscribers, many of them just kind of fall off and they stop talking to people, and they just, I don't know what it is. They just, they close in on themselves and they don't want to talk to anybody anymore. Maybe they're just, they're too much bothered anymore with dealing with anybody, and they're just like, leave me alone, or they're so busy with their channel trying to keep up with a channel with 100,000 subscribers. They don't have time for their little things anymore. So I don't know, but I just feel like now they've reached the cool where they get their plaque on the wall and they get the check mark next to their name. They just stop talking to everybody and they stop hanging out with the regular guys anymore. You know, it's just like suddenly moving up in the world and the class level. It's just like, oh, you peasants below me. You know, and I don't know. I've met some people that have gotten over 100,000 subscribers now, and they just you rarely hear from them anymore. They still put out tons of videos, but you just don't hear from them anymore. It's like they've completely changed the personalities. Wash your car with Turtle Wax, ice soap, Blue Magic clay bar, Griot's paint, sealant. I let it cure overnight. McGuire's tire, gel shine. Jeez. Wow, that's a lot of stuff right there, buddy. It's what I do. No, it's for sure, man. We're headphone users for people. Well, then take your headphones off and use speakers, my man. You're at 730 subs or 730,000 subs. You know, you'll eventually get up there, man. It's all about getting some videos. From what I mean, I'm only at 24,000 something subs. Some people blow up and have 100,000 subs in the first year. It's taken me a couple years to get where I'm at. A lot of them, what I see, they either do clickbait videos, big time clickbait, a lot of drama, or they'll put out loads of videos every single week. Like we're talking 6-7 videos a week. They're pumping it out, their product. They're pumping it, or their you know, editing skills are absolutely on point. So I don't know. I cringe sometimes at all the kiddie stuff that goes on now that channels blow up for it. Like I heard about one channel, I saw a link on it. the guy actually sees what he can flush down his toilet. He can flush down his toilet. And he has over 100,000 subscribers. All he does is flush random crap down the toilet and see if it actually works or not. And I'm like, God, people actually watch this trash? Like, seriously? Or remember when, who's that guy that videoed the dead body out there in like Japan, like Logan something, whatever. I watched the video for like 10 seconds or video for like, I don't know, a couple minutes. And I was just like, I was brain dead listening to it. I'm like, oh my God, this is so stupid. I can't even listen to this kid anymore. I mean, he clearly gears it for like 12-year-old kids. I'm like, just like, I don't know, but people eat it up. He gets massive paychecks off of YouTube. He's catering. He knows what works, and that's what he's going for. I can't personally do that, but all more power to the guy, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm not going to hate on him. I'm just not going to watch his videos, you know? How do you manage to buy a GTR because I'm only 16 and stuck with the R32? Just keep jumping up from one car to the next, Eric. You just go from one car to the next car to the next car to the next car, and have a job that pays pretty good over time. I had a massive down payment. I bought mine used. I've had a huge down payment. So I put down about a third of the money right down cash. So I really didn't have to actually do anything. You know what I mean? So my payment is $736 a month on the GTR, but I'm paying so much extra. Like I said, last week I paid $2,000 on the GTR because I had the extra money stacked up for the month. And I'm like, instead of just squandering that money on stupid things like I could be doing, I actually rather be out of debt. And because when I had no car payments, when I had the 370Z, it was just like, you know, I had money stacking up. I bought whatever the crap I wanted to buy whenever I wanted. I didn't have to worry about, I got a car payment coming up. The only thing I had to worry about was just paying the car insurance. That was it, you know. First thing I do if I won the lottery, pay off all of our debt because my wife still has $28,000 in med student loans. I would pay off this house completely cash and just make sure we're 100% debt free. I would also leave my name off the lottery list so that it wouldn't be advertised, so that you would have no idea if I was suddenly a multimillionaire or I was just the average Joe that you've seen right now on YouTube. And then I would probably leave Kissimmee altogether, and whether it's going down to like South Florida again, where I was born, or just having like a home somewhere, like multiple homes. I don't know, but I'd still pay cash for them all. I would not finance anything. I'd be done with it. Done. That way I just have to pay insurance on it every year, pay the taxes. I'm out. Have you ever tried 3D Final Touch? No, I have not, Dino. No, I have not. True, I mean, Tech Racks, and he has 6 million subs and really didn't talk. You know, I will give it to a couple of the moto vloggers. I watched a lot of moto vloggers back in the day. I don't have as much time anymore once I have my son, and they have a couple 100,000 subscribers. And for sure, the one guy will talk to me every time I see him online. He'll talk to me and he'll write back on Instagram. He's a very friendly guy. Baker X Derek, very nice guy. Obviously, this is Snowcat. If you guys ever watch moto vloggers, Snowcat, he's the one in Calgary, Canada. He's messaged me once or twice. It seems like he's okay, but he's definitely not the same chill person like Baker X Derek is. He's a different type of person. But I think Snowcat is like 800,000 subs, and like Baker has almost 500,000. So it's a different world. What do you want? You want to slap me? You want to slap me, bro? You want to slap me, bro? Can't stand Logan Paul. He made me demonetized. You just gotta watch what you do, man. That's what I learned. You gotta play the game. You gotta have to play the game. Like, be quiet. Wear the shoes then. Wear the shoes. Go ahead. Wear my shoes. Stupid videos get clickbait, and those people who watch the views years from now will think it's. If you guys are, when you guys get older, as some of you guys are already there, look back at high school students. You're going to be like, oh my God, they're dumber than rocks. And then you're going to start to see the college students. The college students, what they want to do is party. Yeah, we're going to the club tonight. Oh, get wasted. That's the college thing. And then you look at that and you're like, damn, you people are drunk. You just dumbasses, you know. They're like, yeah, I'd rather be wasted. Yeah, man, you know. And those are the college students. The high schoolers think they're cooler than hell. The college students just want to get wasted and drunk all the time and party. You just see the ages change. And I can't even deal with people like Logan Paul. Even as a 12-year-old, I would have probably cringed pretty bad at that, because I'm like, holy crap. I've always been one of the guys who wants to learn about stuff, like the old TV channels who always wanted to learn. How can I do what they're doing on TV? If I can learn, can I do it? You know, and find out how things work and stuff. I enjoy that kind of stuff, or history or science. I like that stuff. And that's the kind of channels I watched on TV. This is way before YouTube, obviously. And kids today are just, I feel like they're being dumbed down. They don't want to learn. Kids now are like, I don't even want to drive anymore. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't want to go drive a car? What? It's crazy. Does age really matter when it comes to buying a supercar? No, money talks. Money talks, Aaron. As long as you have money, nobody gives a flying crap, dude. When I went down there to buy the GTR at the exotic car dealership, we literally showed up. We got out of the car. The guy came. The GTR was already pulled out of the actual warehouse where they keep them all in. And he just said, all right, here's the keys. He literally threw the keys across the car and said, have fun with it. He's like, go down the road here and go to the industrial park. There's no cops ever out there. Go as fast as you want. We don't care. Come back when you're ready to come back and do the business. And I'm like, okay. You know, it was, and I asked him how that. He said, look, he said, you clearly have money. You're coming in here to my exotic car dealership. And he said, you clearly have the money to buy it. You have the finances. Otherwise, you wouldn't be wasting our time. So I'm not going to worry about you when it comes to do it. The same thing when it comes to like people that are looking at their Ferraris and their Lamborghinis and their R8s and they have Rolls Royce in there, everything. He doesn't question it because, you know, that would be a slap in the face of these people that are probably going to come down and buy it. When I was there, a couple from Canada was down and they were buying another one of his Ferraris he had. And they took it out for a spin, just him and his wife with a convertible top down. He said that couple alone had bought 8 Ferraris from him, 8. And they come down once a year and they'll be down there and they might buy 1 or 2 cars during the year. Then they stay in their house down there in West Palm Beach and then they fly back up. And I'm just like, Jesus, 8 cars, 8 Ferraris. And he's like, yeah, dude, all the time. And so dealing with exotic cars is a lot different than dealing with just your Hondas. Like nobody will let you try to drive a Honda Civic Type R, but the GTR here, throw the keys across the thing, go have fun with it, go take a good. It was really weird for me. And, you know, especially when they're not going to ride and shotgun the seat with you. They're just like, go have fun with it. Let us know what you think about it when you come back. Okay. So it was a really good thing. Moved to Sydney. I've never been to Australia. One day we will be there, Ken. One day. Some states you can't hide your name when you win the lotto. In Florida, you can. I know that for a fact. You don't have to worry about it. $289 a month is enough for me to freak out. Yeah, dude, $736. My first car was the first car I personally ever bought was a Chevy Beretta. The payment, I still remember, was $229 a month for 3 years. And it was almost paid off when I was living in Clearwater, Florida, and a guy T-boned me and totaled out the car. About a month, 2 months later, my dad let me borrow his Ford Taurus. You know, the really popular ones from the 90s that were more like roundy and stuff like that, really cool and futuristic. The super popular Ford Taurus. They were actually outselling Accords and Camrys. That's how much they sold them back in the day. And he let me borrow for 2 months, and then I bought the Accord Coupe. I had a brand new Honda Accord Coupe, and I loved the thing. So, but that payment jumped to like $510, and I kept that car for 2 years. And I was like, I'm young and dumb. I'm getting rid of this car payment. I hate the big payments. Going to start a YouTube channel and make video maybe next year around a game is a Call of Duty. You'll just be like every other one of them, Aaron. I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to break out of that one. Too many out there. Any plans to review Griot's Boss foaming system? Yes, as a matter of fact, the true Adonis. Supposedly the box is here today. Do you guys want me to run downstairs and see if it's at the front door? Would you guys like me to check? Supposedly it was going to be delivered today. If you guys wait for 2 minutes, I will run to the front door and check for you. I ain't surprised. I'm honestly surprised we have 28 people on it. And let me get a drink while I'm at it. So give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll check the front door and see if the box is there. And then I'll also grab a drink. So bear with me, guys. We're going to go check the front door. You want to come or you want to sit here? Oh. All right, guys. No joy. And that is why you don't use FedEx to ship your crap, because it was supposed to, I got the email, it said it would be delivered by midnight or 8 p.m. on Monday. Guess what? No boxes from them. So that means they're behind. That's why you just don't go with FedEx, guys. FedEx can't get the job done. You know what I mean? I just like, and the thing is, I ordered it like last Monday or last Friday before. That is how slow they are, Grillo's Garage. Grillo's Garage's warehouse and their bottling plant is actually located in Indiana. So Indiana, by my job, would take 3 days to be here. 3 days ground shipping. You can't get it to me in a week and change from Indiana via FedEx? No way. Terrible, terrible. I'm really surprised it's not here yet. It makes me mad. Makes me mad. Sorry about that, guys. What should you talk about while he's gone? You should talk about why Trump is the best president ever. Go ahead, discuss amongst yourself. I'm sorry, I hate to troll you guys. I just want to see who's going to start arguing on both sides. It should be pretty fun. Yeah, dude, I loved it because what my son does is, like, he was sitting there watching TV. He's watching Bubble Guppies on Nick Jr. on the big TV here. And what happens is he likes to follow you wherever you go. He's like a dog. So he'll just sit there and watch you go by. But then as soon as you start running, then he's like, oh God, I want to see what's going on. He'll come running after you. It's the funniest thing. Like, if you just walk by, sometimes he won't follow you. But if you actually start running by, he's like, oh, is something going on? I want to go join you. And he'll actually run after you. It's pretty fun. Yeah, for sure. No boxes. Yeah. What drink did I get? I got a DP. I got a double penetration right here for you. 23 at the same time, actually. 23. Wait, did you get the package? No, I didn't, Pooh. It never came in. So again, they're very, very slow. Manual control on the camera lets you control aperture, lets you control light. Did you get your streaks from the Grillo's Garage Best of Show detailer? Well, no, not at all. I was asking because I got one earlier today. No, I had no streaks whatsoever with it. Do it in the shade, honestly, with all that kind of stuff. Because I want to say Best of Show detailer is a little bit of like whether it's sealant or carnauba in it. So the same with Limitless Car Cares. Their spray detailer has a little bit of carnauba in it. So sometimes it'll be a little streaky. So you have to flip the microfiber towel over and just kind of buff off the excess. But I had zero problems with it whatsoever. Highly recommend Limitless. Highly recommend Grillo's Garage Best of Show detailer. Maybe the car was a little warm or something. Just buff it off. You'll be totally fine. You like spray over that section again with the detailer and just buff it off again. You'll be perfectly fine, buddy. What if somebody took it? Well, then I would just have a claim on it that it wasn't delivered and then I never actually got it. It happens all the time at my job. You'd be surprised how many people steal packages. It's a big thing now. You guys know the little ring thing that are on the doorbell? They call Ring or whatever, the cameras. Well, they're now busting package thieves left and right. At my job, they teach you to deliver it out of sight, whether it's behind a pole, behind anything out there in the drive. Put the damn floor mat over it. So when the people are driving by, the thieves are driving by the neighborhood, they're not just going to easily see it right there at the front door, and then they can get out and do it. Hide it the best you can. So that way it's out of sight, out of mind. And that's what they train you to do. So that way they drive by, oh, there's nothing there. They just go to the next house because they're thieves. They're in it for the quick in, quick out, and they're gone. And that's generally what happens. You're talking about phones. I actually ordered my new phone yesterday. Well, I paid this phone off all the way because I was on, the contract plan. So I went in and paid it off because it's completely cracked on the front and on the back. I somehow ruined it at work. The insurance on this bad boy was $200 to get a new one. To pay it off was $300. I'm like, for $100, I'll just get a brand new phone. So I ordered the brand new Samsung S9 Plus. So that should be here, and they said the next day or two. And I was like, cool, because I wanted in the cobalt blue instead. They were like, we have a black one in stock. I'm like, ew, I don't want black. I want something cool. Like, this is the orchid gray or purple. I don't know what the hell it is. It's like a purplish gray. It's pretty cool. And I was really mad about that it actually cracked. So I'll definitely get a new screen protector for this one. Have you ever thought about getting one of those detailed product subscriptions like Glovebox? No, because I like to pick and choose, I guess, what I want. Maybe in the future. Like, I'll give you an idea. So whenever I hit 25,000 subscribers, which I'm hoping is in the next month or two, it's been a little slow the last month or so in subscriber gains. I'm going to do like a $100 giveaway. So I'm probably going to do like a gift card type thing to AutoGeek and just let somebody pick out whatever the hell they want to pick out, and then they can ship it to their house. Whether they want to use all $100 in products or all $100 and then just pay the shipping out of their own pocket, something like that. So I plan on doing a really big giveaway here. That way somebody can try from the really high-end stuff or just want to get a bunch of just average stuff, regular stuff versus that. So I really want to take care of my subscribers the best I can. You only hit 25,000 subscribers once, and I really want to go big for it. Like we did on I think it was 20,000 subscribers. Stoner gave me at the beginning of the year. He gave me that big bucket. It was $119. That guy has never wrote me and said thank you. Never once. He said, this is where I am. This is my address. I'm in Hialeah, Florida. Never wrote once and said thank you. I got the box in. Never once said thank you. I appreciate it. Nothing. The guy who won never comments, never. That's why it kind of burns me up when I do these giveaways, because so many people are only in it for their own little cheap stuff, and they'll just search it. That's why I'll never, ever, ever put that I'm doing a giveaway in the title. I stopped doing that because people were just subscribing to me without actually watching my videos. They were just doing the quick subscribe to any video that had a giveaway. Then they'd comment, like the video, and then they would never watch your videos again. And I had so many ghost subscribers, it was a joke. And just give me 2 seconds. Just write me a message. Hey, I got the thing in. Thank you so much. Whatever. Nothing. And I can't tell you how many times this happened. When I used to do giveaways every 1,000, I might have one person that ever wrote me back and said, thank you so much. I got the box. Most people never even acknowledged it. It even showed up at their house. Never said thank you, nothing. And I was just raised in a different world, you know what I mean, where you say thank you if somebody gives you something. That's the way it goes. President of North Korea is going to Florida. Doesn't matter to me. Don't care. Doesn't affect me one bit. I discovered your channel in the video where Nissan introduced the GTR in Hong Kong in the comment section. Well, thank you, Eric. Yeah, dude, I saw that video. It's a really cool video where you see all the different years of it and stuff. I love the GTR. I hope they make another one here in the next couple of years, but we'll see. Again, they don't sell lots of them. I think they only sell, I want to say like 100 of them a month, maybe less than that across all of North America. They only sell like 100 a month. That's all they sell. Sometimes it's even less, like 60 or 70 units a month for all of North America. Then again, it's a $100,000 car. Not many people have it. You know what I mean? Love your uploads. Do you plan on uploading Duty Juice products soon? I would have to order them, Brian. And as a matter of fact, AutoGeek, which I was talking about before, where I got like this kind of stuff from HT Speed, I got it from AutoGeek order. They carry Duty Juice. I've actually talked to them twice because they're out of England when I was at AutoGeek's Detail Fest the last 2 years, and they're very friendly people. So I definitely want to try to do it, but it's the way it goes. Love the red kicks. What red kicks? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Shoes? I don't have any red shoes. What are you talking about? You won't regret the S9 Plus. I love mine. I love my S8 Plus. No issues with it whatsoever, other than the stupid cracked screen. I cannot believe that happened. Your subs are slow right now. Honestly, Fix, I tell everybody, you can't worry about it right now. You literally can't worry about it. Mine were hopping up about a month or two ago when that foam cannon comparison went out between chemical guys and that thing has like 130,000 views on it already. That is gained me tons of subscribers, tons of views. Just that one. It's just hit or miss, man. You get one video that goes viral like that or just like goes big. That's when you start pulling a lot of subscribers and new views, and then that pulls into more views. It's kind of like a effect where it just keeps going bigger and bigger. Have you done any Adams Polishes Ultra Foam Shampoo? Yes, I have. I have done it before. Check it out, Christopher. Go search through my videos. The USPS LVs are hot and horrible. How do you use Restrix repair? They're very hot. They're very hot inside. You can walk in the back. They're translucent roofs, so it's kind of like a greenhouse inside of it to let light in. You go from having a 90-degree day here in Florida to go in that back area where the boxes are, and it's suddenly like 120, 130 degrees. It's like a brick wall when you open those doors. Yeah, there are a lot of ungrateful people, man. It's just the way it goes, Berto. I mean, I absolutely do my best to take care of my subscribers because I've seen so many YouTube channels forget where they came from. They got known for one thing, and then they just kind of let their people go, and they changed their way because now they got a whole nother group of people, and they just forget where they came from. I hate when people do that. I tell people all the time, if I ever hit 100,000 subscribers, I don't think it'll ever happen, but if that was to ever happen, then I was ever acting like a douchebag, that I want somebody to like basically like smack me and be like, what are you thinking? We remember where you came from a couple of years ago, that kind of thing. So that's what it is. I didn't get to play at Venom. We had lost cable all yesterday. Remember Venom? I downloaded it on Saturday night, but we had no cable all Sunday. Cable didn't come back until today. Didn't get a chance to play it. This coming weekend, I have to go to Jacksonville. Again, God, I hate going to Jacksonville, Florida. I hate being up there. But it's my wife's birthday on the 12th. Her birthday is on the 12th. So this weekend, we're going to Jacksonville, Florida to celebrate. Remember, her parents are still there. So I'm going to take her out to a fancy restaurant on Saturday night. And we'll probably stay the night at one of those nice hotels that we stayed at last time and let her parents watch my son. That's what we did last time. He stayed with them and stayed the night with them and had fun there. And then we stayed the night in a nice hotel and went out to dinner and stuff like that. It was a lot easier for us with her 20th high school reunion. But I didn't get to play it. It sucked, man. That's the way it goes. I already pre-ordered it because I like Black Ops, but it's the way it goes, buddy. That's how people are nowadays. They don't take it only no manners. It really is. It's really bad down here. You know, one of the biggest things my wife always complains about, she doesn't really complain about drivers down here like I do. I can't stand the drivers here. They're almost all from New York, New Jersey, or the islands somewhere, and they're all dickheads. They're all complete dickheads here. It's not like any other part of Florida I've lived in. But you know how you like at a stop and you're like, hey man, go ahead. You let somebody in like that. They don't wave you here. They won't say, hey, thanks a lot for letting me in. Everywhere else in Florida I've lived, they'll wave at you like, hey, thanks for letting me in the traffic, because I realized I couldn't get out. Here, fuck you. You better damn well let me in. And that's just the way they are. They're so damn rude. New Yorkers, New Jersey, you guys might be over here. I hate y'all. I absolutely hate y'all. You're the rudest people in the world. You come here to Florida and expect everything should be just like New York. Take it back to New York. I don't want you here. You're very rude people, and you need to understand that. And whether you're rude or not, because you're from New York, you're grouped in with the rest of the rude New Yorkers. And I can't stand them. I can't stand them. You know what I mean? That's why part of the reason we're looking to get out of Kissimmee, because people here, I hate them. I've been to New York several times. I've driven to New York. I still act like normal, like, thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate that. Yes, sir, no, ma'am, whatever, just basic stuff, and just, it's a different world, guys. It's a different world in New York City. Those people in New York and Jersey and stuff. They have that reputation for a reason. So sorry about my rant on the New Yorkers. You should do some collaboration videos with detailers in Florida. Obsessed. I have never talked to those people, Brian, before, and I'm guessing most of those people are too good for you. One thing I learned from a big YouTuber back in the day is that the way they get big is this dude finds somewhere that's close to his level in subscribers and they collaborate. A giant subscriber channel doesn't want a tiny channel in there because he has nothing to gain from this guy. Where if they're both close to the same area, this guy is going to gain tons of subs from this guy and vice versa. Where if you're way down here and he's way up here, he's got nothing to gain from you. And that's the way a lot of them think about it. So when the guy was teaching about how to gain, you do collaborations, like you said, you want to find people that are at your level. And then you gain some of his subs, he's gained some of your subs, and you work yourselves up like that. But no big dog is going to come work with a little dog. They don't have time of day for you. That's the way they see it. You're a full-time firefighter. No, I work in the shipping industry. I've been there since I was in high school, and it's been there 21 years, man. Actually, Limitless Car Care, the owner of Limitless Car Care, he is a firefighter. That's what he does for his job. While he's building the Limitless Car Care brand up, he is a firefighter. He's been doing it for years, and he said he works like 50-something hours a week as a firefighter, and then has to come home and do all the YouTube stuff or all the Instagram stuff and whatnot. So he's always busy, and he said it's really 2 full-time jobs for him. That's the way most games are anymore, Aaron. Aaron, I can't tell you the last time I ever played a Call of Duty storyline. I always just play the multiplayer. I own a BMW M5 with a V10 engine. Do you recommend any good products to clean a dirty engine bay? A good degreaser is all you'll need, Eric. Just make sure that you want to cover any electrical stuff, your fuse boxes, maybe your alternator. Just get an old Walmart bag. Just put them around the baggie around it. Tape them down, basic stuff, just so your electricals are covered. Go to town with some degreaser, obviously water it down, whatever it needs to be called for. Just soak it down. Absolutely soak it down. You can use a nice little brush on it, stuff like that, to loosen up the dirt. And then just kind of spray it down with a hose. That's all it takes. I've done 2 videos on it. I've used the orange degreaser from Chemical Guys and the heavy duty degreaser from Master Sense. And they both do really good. You know what I mean? So if you want to watch the videos on that, that's about all I had to do. Using all-purpose cleaners for empty bays. Yep. What will you do with the old phone? Probably just let it sit here for a while. In California, the driver is so nice. I've been only California one time. High five. No, I'm not going anywhere. High five. I'm not going anywhere. Don't give me an attitude. Don't give me no attitude. Don't give me no attitude. Oh. Enjoy your headphones, Aaron. Enjoy your headphones. Take that, Aaron. Take that. Take that. For sure, Tony. For sure. Stop. Stop. So, yeah, Corey, I see you live in New Jersey. I'm sorry for you, buddy. I was up in... Stop. Stop. No more. No yelling. I was in New Jersey. We stayed in... God, what's the name of it? It's right across the river from the cruise port. I can't remember. My mind's blank now. Anyways, we're staying there again because we're going on a cruise here. Is it October? Anyways, we're doing a cruise, a Disney cruise that starts in Quebec and goes all the way around to New York City and then ends in New York City. And we're going to stay there so we can do a little bit more sightseeing in New York City again. But you're right about that, buddy. You're right about that. Hard to find a channel with similar subs to me that lives near me. Honestly, just keep pumping out what you got. Just keep fixing it out. You collab only if you know that the person is real and actually care about you. Honestly, I don't know, man. I'd rather meet people, random subscribers. We get to have fun and test out products on their cars, local subscribers, and just test out products on their cars and have fun with it, and then go from there. That's what I'd rather do because, one, we're working on stuff. We're having fun with it, detailing the car, and I don't have to worry about, some big YouTuber that might think that, you're not good enough for me and stuff like that. I don't like that kind of attitude. Ever tried Harbor Freight DA polisher? I haven't at all. A lot of people use it. I don't know. I love the Grillo's Garage DA. That's the one I got, the DA bundle. It was perfect. It works great. The good thing about the Grillo's Garage is lifetime warranty. I used it with HD Speed. I've used it with all kinds of other products. I've had it for about 4 or 5 years now. Never a single problem with it. A lifetime warranty, no complaints. Sorry, man. I didn't see the uploads. Must have scrolled past it. Don't worry about it. No, trust me, Christopher. You think it's a lot? Try being me, trying to memorize how many products I've tested or what products I've tested. When people ask me, I'm like, I think I have. I think I've tested this product, or I don't think. Literally, that is me. I'm like the old geezer now. I'm starting to get gray hairs down the side of my head now, and I can't remember this stuff. I'm just as bad, dude. Work 48 on, 24 off. Love watching your reviews and different products, and you have been leaning towards the Mother's Clay Bar. I actually used the Mother's Clay Bar when I clayed the Prelude the other day. When I get ready for the HD Speed, I used the Mother's Speed Clay 2.0. It's exactly what I used. I actually used Mother's Speed Clay 2.0 with Meguiar's Ultimate Detailer. I love the mix and match. That's me. But honestly, the Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Detailer is amazing. No complaints at all. So it's easy to get. It was like on sale at $8 for the giant bottle. You can't go wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah, Pooh, they're definitely worth it, buddy. They are. I have no problem with it. Now, if you want to go to more of the Bigfoot, or you want to go to like the Rupes or the Flex for a more powerful one or a bigger throw one, that's totally okay. But you're going to be jumping up into the $300 range instantly like that. Where a Grillo's Garage DA polisher is just $150. But you jump into a Flex one, you're at $300. You're jumping into a Rupes, you're jumping in $300. You want to get the high end ones, you're talking $400 and something dollars for the big bad boys. So for the average intermediate detailer, the hobbyist, the Grillo's Garage one is going to do all you'll ever need. You know what I mean? Because it can take all the different pad sizes. You can use microfiber pads. You can use regular wool pads if you really wanted to. And now it's kind of an older one to use, but you can use foam pads. The fact is, it can take it all, and it's just great. Even many of the pros, you'll still see them in the videos, will actually use the Grillo's Garage DA polishers. That's how much they like them. So Ammo NYC is a big one. That Larry up there, watch some of his videos. He will be still using the Grillo's Garage 6-inch DA polisher. I'm telling you, yes, they have the Flexes, yes, they have the Rupes and stuff like that, but they still are rocking the Grillo's Garage. Now, Grillo's Garage has a big, long throw ones as well, but I never got a chance to try them. I did get a chance to try the Flex, and Flex are really nice. They don't have that vibration kind of thing that you get with like the regular DA polishers, because it's weight, it has a counterweight thing to it, so it doesn't vibrate like that. There's a minimal vibration. It's so much smoother in comparison. But again, you're paying $300 versus 150 and better. You know what I mean? Bayonne? No, we didn't go out of Bayonne, New Jersey. We went to where did we stay? Come on, guys. I was right by it was in the Meadowlands area. So what is the name of it? It's right off the road that takes you into the Lincoln Tunnel. If you're in New Jersey, you know it. It's right by we were on Plaza Circle, Plaza Drive. We stayed at the Marriott right there on the Marriott. So it only took us like with no traffic, it took us only like 15 to 20 minutes from the cruise port back into our hotel. It was really, really close, but I can't remember. I'm brain dead again. We'll figure it out. Jen, what do you think about these YouTubers buying GTRs and messing them up and redlining them? You know what? It's their money. They can do whatever the heck they want to do with it. There's a local GTR owner. He's from England. He imported it. It has actually a right-hand drive GTR he's imported. It still has British English plates on it and everything. And he has it shooting flames all the time. And to me, you're just going to, I've seen the results from it, and they will literally crack the block. You'll have all kinds of problems doing that. It's not me. I don't have the money to throw at it. Maybe these giant YouTubers have tons of money to throw at it, but not me. And so I won't do that. Ever tried clay bars from China? I'm guessing half of the clay bars that are made by these companies are from China, but I'm just saying. Rumor has it that a lot of Chemical Guys products is made in China. I cannot confirm that 100% though, but I have heard that. Won't say it though. Won't say it. After using the HF DA polisher, I might upgrade to a Flex. What question about the wax being in the sun? If not the question, how are you supposed to spray wax the clay bar? Either do it in the morning, Scott, or do it in the evening. That would be the best thing I could do before the really sun starts baking on your car. Do it early in the morning or during the evening where the sun's going down if you don't have any type of coverage. That was what I would personally recommend. So that way your car's paint is not so hot. Again, when I make these videos for you guys where I'm washing the car in the middle of the day to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock when it's really hot in Florida, I literally have to keep hosing down the car over and over and over. So I do one panel, I hose down the whole car again. Because you got to keep the car cool. Otherwise, all the suds and soap dries on it instantly, and I don't want that to happen. So I do a whole hood. I spray the whole car down. I do the roof. I spray the whole car down. I do the sides of the car. I spray the whole car down. So I keep it wet constantly so that it never dries until I'm ready to dry it off myself. That's generally what I do. Weak Hawking? What? Is there a way to save money and gas because my car really loves to drink up? I just filled up the GTR tonight. It took like 14 and it. What? How many did it take? Or was it 15 gallons? Maybe 16 gallons. I don't know. It was like $56 for me to fill it up because it was like the light was on and everything. And it was warning me that I was low gas. And I was like, well, the thing is, thankfully, I have multiple cars, so I don't have to drive that car a lot. And the last time I filled the GTR was probably 2 months ago. Seriously, I just don't drive it a lot. My little Honda Grom gets 130 miles to the gallon. I'm not lying. 130 miles to the gallon, that little Honda Grom. It's slow as hell. It only does about 62 miles an hour if you're on a good day with no wind. But 130 miles a gallon, perfect for in-town driving. And literally $3 to fill it up. Click, done. All right, let's go. It's so nice. It's so nice. Yeah, you clay bar. It will. I love my clay bars. Clay bars are so nice. Oh my God, so nice. Most clay bars are made by one single company because there's only one company that currently owns a patent for clay bar. Did you stay in Jersey City or Hoboken? No. Now you're going to make me look it up, guys. Now you're going to make me look up exactly where I stayed. So bear with me, everybody. I'm just windowing to another window real quick so I can see New Jersey map. Let me look real quick, buddy. It was literally right across the river. Hold on. Trying to zoom in a little bit. Where is it called? It's right by the Weehawken, but it's not. Damn, what is it called? Secaucus. It's Secaucus. That's where we stayed. That's where it is. Sorry about that, guys. We stayed in Secaucus, New Jersey. So, well, I was close, but there you go. Yeah, honestly, guys, support, if you're American, support American, buy American stuff. Seriously, don't go to China. Half their quality is just complete garbage. Just buy an American company. It might cost you a couple dollars more, but the quality is normally going to be far superior. And you're helping out fellow Americans versus Chinese that are just trying to rip you off all day long anyways. But the cheapest junk you can get. That's the way I see it anymore. I understand when you're young and you don't have a lot of money, but if you do have the money, definitely go with American made because their just quality is way better. As polishes are mostly made in the USA. Mostly. The Marriott, there's one in Weehawken. But the actual address was Secaucus. We stayed at the, hold on. I'm sorry, it's not the Marriott. It was the Courtyard by Marriott. That's where we stayed. Sorry about that music. We stayed at the Courtyard by Marriott. It's very nice. You had a huge room. It was like a suite. It was massive. It had a refrigerator, a whole kitchenette and everything because we stayed there for 2 days. We're going to stay there, I think, another 2 days when we get back. So it's pretty crazy. So because my wife wants to see like Central Park, I wanted to go on the USS Intrepid because, the cruise ships park right next to the aircraft carrier, the USS Intrepid, literally right next to it. So I didn't get a chance to see it. We did see we saw the Statue of Liberty from a distance. We went by it on the boat, what's it called? The Staten Island ferry because it's free. We also went on we went to the top of the Empire State Building. That sucked big time. Go to the World Trade Tower. The World Trade Tower is way better. Way better. You actually go to the 100-something floor. We didn't know the Empire State Building only takes you to like the 30th-something floor, 80th-something floor. And if you want to get to the 100th floor on the Empire State Building, it's like another $25, $30 a person. You're like, what? No. And it was already almost as expensive as the World Trade Tower. Just go to the World Trade Tower. It's way better views, way nicer, a lot less crowded. It's the way to go. I really like to be in American cars muscle too. What about the Grillo's garage polisher is made in China, yet you call it Grillo's? No, I wouldn't call them junk, but I like the fact they have a lifetime warranty. That's what I like. Most Chinese stuff is made to a low quality. We're talking knockoff Chinese stuff, Aaron, knockoff. Clearly, Grillo's garage is not a knockoff. Like the Flex polishers are actually made in Germany. So you're paying more because you're paying for German stuff, German quality. It's like buying a BMW or Mercedes of polishers. What are you doing? Don't jump. No. Because you see he's standing on top of the couch, and right behind the couch is the wall that looks over the stairs. That would be a not fun incident if that happened. Traded GTR for Chevy Aveo? No. They probably still owe me money because my car's worth way more. Not a typical YouTuber because he's some 20-year-old dude that has rich parents. Say, oh, yeah, no, I pay for everything myself, Pooh. I literally pay for everything myself. All the products you see, like HD Speed here and all that stuff, I pay for it. If I don't pay for it and a company sent it to me for a review, I let everybody know in the video right away. So-and-so sent this to me, like Terminator. I said, Peter sent this to me, stuff like that. I will let you know right away they sent it to me. But this, I bought it on my own. That's my own money. Dr. Pepper. I bought it with my own money. Nobody sent this to me for a review. Good night, Esteban. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate it. Dan, but you have double check your videos to make sure you haven't done. No, I don't have to do that. I can look at it and tell if I've done it or not. It's the Rock. It's not a tell of the three. Gives you the iconic NYC skyline. The World Trade is okay. No, I guess I was on the Twin Towers when I was a little kid. Back in like 1990 or 91, we went to the World Trade Center when I was a kid. So we got to go on top of that. Hell, I still have the original, the crushed pennies, you make the crushed pennies. I have those with the Twin Towers on them. And you're never going to get those again. And I still have them. We have pictures from on top of it. So I definitely wanted to go see the new World Trade Center. And, of course, see where Ground Zero was, where the big, the pools are at. I forgot to call them, you know what I mean? Where it's like a waterfall going down into the pool and all that. It's really cool. But it was really cool. I like the experience of the elevator, as you go up in the new elevator. It only takes literally 35, 40 seconds from level 1 all the way to 110 floors. 40 seconds to get to the top. It's nuts. Anyways, all the walls and the roof is all LED screens. So what you're doing is watching from when New York was first established, what the New York skyline looked like, to what it is currently in current present day. And you can just look around like this where you're standing in it, and you can see, you're seeing all different angles of what New York looked like from way back, in the 1600s all the way to modern day. It's really, really cool. I have a video of it on my phone. I'm like, this is awesome. And it's just like wherever you look, that's where it looks like in the city. It's really cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. What? What? This? 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 What do you want? I don't know what you want. I don't know what my son wants. Most typical YouTubers buy a Model X. Oh, geez, I would never buy that. My neighbor has a Tesla, and no. Like I see him all the time with a rag going over it, and I'm like, oh, it's a black Tesla. They're like 80-year-old people, and they're kind of like, the wife's very friendly, but the husband's pretty much a douchebag. You know, that's the way he's always been. You know, he'll be like, you need to clean up this, and you need to do this to me. You know, and I'm like, he's like, your branches are in my yard. You need to cut those back, or you have this. I mean, he's just kind of douchey and like real asshole about stuff. And but yeah, I cringe every time I see that rag and stuff. I'm like, oh, the scratches on that black Tesla, you know. But ever since me and him got into a conversation one time, I've never talked to him since. Literally never talked to him. It's been a couple of years. They only come down for a couple months a year from Indiana. I was doing all kinds of yard work, so I'd moved my car into his driveway right next door. You know, no big deal. Well, he came home while we were doing it. He got pissed that we had parked in his driveway. And I said, the neighbor down the street who takes care of your house is the one that told me to park in your yard if we wanted to because of that. And he was just like a douchebag about it. Whoa, I want you to move your car down. I'm like, I am. I just didn't know you were back in town. And I was just like, geez, Louise. But I've never talked to him since. And I was just like, geez, bro, I wouldn't leave my car there. What the hell are you thinking? So it's pretty crazy. Hey, you guys know Honda Pro Jason? Honda Pro Jason just wrote me back. He was saying something. So if you guys have ever heard of Honda Pro Jason, he has like 100-something thousand subscribers. He just wrote me back on Instagram. Yeah, I met him in person. He's only like 5'4", 5'6". He's really short in person. I was really shocked about that. YouTube, everything on TV and stuff, makes you look a lot bigger than what you are. I'm 5'10". I was towering over him. He was probably like 5'6", 5'5". He's really small, but he's a very nice guy, very nice YouTuber. He was at the IBOC meet here in Orlando, and I went to it. What are you doing? Don't yell. You see that? You see how you get treated as a dad? Just get thrown under the book, man. There's always been JTR happened catch his eye. Las Vegas Stratosphere also. I've been to the Stratosphere as well. Don't worry. I've been there. I've been on top of the Seattle Space Needle as well. When we went to Alaska cruise out of Seattle, we went on top of the Space Needle. And then went to the Chihuly Glass Museum right next door. We stayed at the Hyatt right there and right down the street from there. Really nice place. So, yeah, I've been to a lot of those places before. We are going to go to Chicago. I think we're going to go to Chicago here in a couple weeks, but I don't know. I don't know if we have a full invite yet from Turtle Wax or 303 because both are based there in the Chicago area. So we'll see. I feel typical YouTubers get a GTR because everywhere you look, muscle cars, and they would want to get to see everyone. GTRs are very rare. Like, I get looks everywhere I go with the GTR. It's just, obviously, you just don't see them. They're very rare on the road, very rare. You'll have thumbs up from people. You have waves from random people. People ask you about it. I have people will take pictures of the car everywhere. When you go to like gas stations, they want to take pictures of it. You do get a lot of interest in GTR, and that's a lot of fun. I mean, all cars, GTR is awesome. Yeah, Empire State has that ride that, though, I never forget what it's called. Overall, that stuff in English is expensive. Are you ever going to get the R34? No, I think they're overpriced. As a matter of fact, they literally stomped the mess out of the R35s, destroy them. In speed, straight speed and everything, they destroy them. Technology has jumped so far. And honestly, in R34, the prices are going up now, and they're not even legal yet for the United States unless you get one of the super rare ones, you know, that are legal under the show and display one. And those are selling for like $150,000. It's like, or what? What? Like a brand new GTR isn't even that much money. Why wouldn't you get a regular one? So, no, I just think that if the R32 is in good condition now, are selling for like $30,000 to me, you don't even want to know what the R34 is going to sell for. When the R34s become legal, I bet they'll be $70,000, $80,000, $90,000. And it's like, you have a car that's as fast as a 370Z. Why are you buying that versus a brand new GTR? And literally, a 370Z is just as fast as an R34. You know. Oh well. I'm pretty sure my neighbor's wife is a mail order bride. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of. I've seen a couple of foreign people in my neighborhood as well. Have you ever tried Duragloss? I don't think I have. No, I'm pretty sure I haven't tried it. No, I've heard good things about it as well, Michael, but I can't confirm it or deny it. My son is hiding underneath the couch cushion. I don't know what he's doing. He's a little bit crazy. A little bit fun, Fun to play with here. Pretty good. Put that back there. My magic band. He likes to grab a hold of the Disney World magic bands that you wear. This is your pass into Disney World. You link it to your regular card pass, and you can pay if you want to link it to your credit card or whatever. You can pay for food this way at Disney. You can use it for fast passes at Disney, all that stuff. So if anybody hasn't been to Disney in a couple of years, they've been using fast passes for years, and this is one of my fast passes, a Halloween one. So, oh well, that's why he likes to keep playing with it. Your 370Z had the best viewing curves on it. Oh man, the 370Z still is a beautiful car. And the funny thing is, I know the owner who bought it. He's a professional mobile detailer down there in West Palm Beach. He rarely drives his cars, and I know it's well babied and well taken care of. Obviously, he uses all the high end stuff on it. He really takes care of it. So I still know it's well taken care of. And I've talked to him once in a great while since then. He's a Brazilian guy that moved over here in like the last 10 years, and he details cars for a living. He's kind of old and fat. He's someone young and in shape. He's grumpy all the time. And a few times the wife sees son, she always waves and says, "Goes out right back inside the house." Yeah, a lot of those people, they just want the green card. I know what you're saying. My wife watches that garbage on TLC. This is what drives me nuts about TV today. TLC stands for the Learning Channel. She watches this show called 90 Day Fiance, and it's basically about all these people that are just looking for green cards, men and women, just from marry American to go get a green card. I just dumbs me down. You know what I mean? These people are like, they love me. And it's like, you're an idiot. And then, of course, they leave, a follow-up the show 6 months later. They leave them and they're gone because they got their green card now. See you later. And they take off and leave. Well, you know what they're doing, but whatever. And that's what drives me nuts because what channels used to be good, like the Learning Channel where you learn stuff, now it's just reality trash. Like, I love history. I was a history major in college. The History Channel used to be so good. Now it's nothing but reality TVs. That's the dumbing down of America. That's the way I see it. It's cool to be an idiot nowadays. You know what I mean? Jersey Shore, GTL, Sorry, Jersey. You're just getting beat up all night tonight. You tried $250 at Walmart. Which $250 car soap? I've tried one of the car soaps there, and it pretty sucks. Isn't it late in the East Coast? Your son's wide awake, and I'm signing out. Thanks for the thing. Yeah, my son stays up with me at night. That's what he does, and then we sleep in during the day so I can get some sleep. And that's generally the way it goes down because I don't go into work until the afternoon, evening. So that's the way it is. So, of course, I'm up during the evening, and then he just stays up with me and goofs off, and then we both sleep in, so I don't have to get up and follow him in the morning. The problem is, I guess it would be next fall. Because, of course, in March of next year, he'll be 3. He'll be able to attend 3-year-old kindergarten at a private school, and we're going to send him to a private school down the street. That means I have to get up every morning and take him to school. Another reason why I need a 4-door car because the 2-door cars are he's getting to the point now where it's got to squeeze them in there and lock. Forget it. That way the GTR will be paid off, and I can just buy a 4-door car that I want. That's still a little bit of fun. I owned a 3750Z when they first came out. High markups on the for sure, man. You said it's cool to be an idiot now. These kids nowadays, it really is, Pooh. Being educated and smart is made fun of. I mean, I even got that back in my day. I was always the kid that got the straight A's in school. I was nice as can be. I'd help you out with everything you needed. I was the kid that you could count on. If I told you I'd be there and do something or I'd help somebody, I would do it. But you still get picked on for being, you're just that, you're the teacher's pet or, whatever. And you get made fun of because, you get all the A's. You don't even try, you're just a dork and all this. And I'm like, dude, school is easy. But it's the way it goes. It's the dumbing down of America. I had to get dry polish off the car. A detailer. Just get a detailer spray, spritz it on there, wipe it off. It loosens it up. It wipes right off. That's all it takes, buddy. New Discovery Channel, president or whatever wants to bring back old Discovery Channel. The problem is music. All of reality shows get more views, which makes them more money with all their ads and stuff they put on their stuff, the commercials. So I don't know if it's hurting them or not. I mean, I can't stand. I don't even watch the History Channel anymore. I've unfollowed them from Facebook and everything. And a lot of people are just dogging them about how they've turned into nothing but like ice road truckers. What the hell does that have to do with history or making a blade or what other ancient aliens? That stuff's fun and all. It really is fun, like ancient aliens to watch, but it does not belong on the History Channel at all. And that's what I'm trying to say. You went from teaching history and teaching about stuff to like just mind-dead, stupid stuff or tree cutters. or what's the alligator one in Louisiana? What the crap does that have to do with history? Seriously, you're hunting alligators. That's fine on some other like Animal Network, but it has no place on the History Channel, and that's what gets to me. That's why I don't watch TV. Literally, the TV only turns on for him. I do not watch TV anymore. Have you ever thought about getting GTR straight pipe? No, man, Eric. I'm gonna leave everything probably the way it is, Eric. It's fast enough as it is. It's loud enough as it is. It has a Tanabe Magdalene exhaust on it. I don't want to do anything more to it. To me, it's at the point where it's so fast and it's just where I like it. It's like, don't need any more. Does Nathan like GTR? Yeah, dude. Look at my video on my page. Go to my page. When I rev it, I had him in the front seat. I was waiting at work for my wife to get there, so I had him sit in the front seat with me, and I revved it. Go watch it. Go watch his expression. It's the first video when you go to my actual YouTube home screen. You can see it. Orange County choppers. You see what I'm saying? What are you discovering about Orange County choppers? What are you discovering about motorcycles? Seriously. That's what I'm trying to talk about. I mean, Pawn Stars is a stretch enough as it is because they mention a little bit of history, but it's just like, oh my God, but that makes them so much money. And that's why they'll never get back to true history because they're like, I'm not going to cash in on it, so why should I make it? Hey. You remember what happened last time you jumped? You fell and hit the coffee table with your head. Have fun with that again. Yeah, he jumped forward and actually rolled forward and hit his head on the coffee table because he was jumping on the couch. And he was not happy about that. Animal Planet. Yeah, I don't watch TV anymore. Oh, yeah, where's the music? Well, MTV was supposedly the initial people who started reality TV with The Real World. That was the very first reality TV show. And ever since then, all of MTV is gone. There's no music on it anymore. Again, I don't watch any of these channels anyways, but just the fact that MTV, Music TV, there's no music on MTV anymore. History had a great series called Cars That Built America. Haven't seen anything since it. Used to have a lot of good series. I loved the History Channel. They don't have anything anymore. You're on your own. You threw that one down. I believe the Auto Drive brand is correct as the generic. Yes, it is the generic Walmart brand. You are 100% about that. Have you tried the Detail Factory brush? No, I haven't. I've only used the brush I have from thing. Stop jumping on that. You're going to bust your head open, and then mommy's going to be furious, and I ain't dealing with that. She's a hothead. My wife's a pretty hothead when she wants to be. And we wouldn't hear that. Even if he did it, I'd be blamed for it. You know what I mean? It's not fun. Pawn Stars is a good show, but sadly the old man passed away and I stopped watching it. I haven't watched any of that stuff forever. I'm not going to lie. I like The Real World back then. It was people like you that ruined TV because you all watched that stuff and said you wanted to see more of it. That's the problem. I never watched any of that stuff. I still remember when my parents wouldn't even let me watch like The Simpsons and stuff because The Simpsons was bad and Bart Simpson talked back to his parents and all that kind of stuff. And oh man, I wasn't allowed to watch any of that stuff. Now, compared to today's stuff, oh man, that's like nothing. That's G-rated in comparison to today. But back, in the 90s, that was like almost, raunchy at times in comparison. You never talk back to your parents or anything unless you wanted to get whooped. And that's the difference. McGuire's Ultimate Black is amazing job on anthroplastics. Honestly, any trim and tire shine will be just perfectly fine for it, Jake. You don't have to go crazy with the money. Sorry, I had to drink some DP down. You know what I mean? It's great. So has everybody seen today's video yet? I'm hoping everybody down there is going to say yes from the Terminator. Really good. I can't believe I've never screwed up like that with the microphone. But I hope you guys got at least to see it. If you did see it, leave it a nice little like for me. Remember, the more comments and likes and all that stuff, YouTube sees that in the algorithm. They're like, let's keep pushing this video in the suggested video box. That's how everything that gets bigger, the channel gets bigger, more subscribers. We'll get to 25,000, so we have a really big giveaway. All that stuff, just, it's the more people view it, the more the interaction there is in the video, all that stuff. Watch time, how long you watch the video, it pushes it higher and higher up into the view box. That's pretty good. I just can't believe that I had the stupid microphone turned off because here, I'll show you my camera, guys. For anybody who's never seen it, hold on. So this is my microphone. It's my 4K camera. It's a really nice one. It has the Rode boom mic on it. But you have to turn on the mic. See how the mic's turned on right now? You have to turn it on, otherwise you get no sound. You see how it connects into the camera itself, and that's what happened. I forgot to turn it on, and that's what happened. It was obviously capturing all the video, but there was no sound, and I can't believe I screwed up. But I hope you guys understood when you guys got to watch the video, because it was such a good product, and it's not like I get sap on my car. That was a rare opportunity where I saw sap, and I was like, ooh, this is a good chance to try the Terminator on the sap. Ooh, and obviously you guys got to see it worked really good. Prelude is looking. Oh, wait, just wait, Jacob, till you see what happened with HD speed to it, because I got out probably 95, 98% of the swirls. I mean, there's still rock chips all over. The paint is not the best condition because of all the years of driving and all the rock chips and stuff like that. And of course, you guys know the rust in the back. But what paint there is there looks really, really good. I will tell you that. This stuff was a miracle worker. It did help a lot. Made a huge difference. It also gave it great wax repelling thing. I mean, the water just sheets off so fast. It's really, really good. What do you got? You got a rock. Where did you get a rock from? Where'd you get the rock from? Who'd you steal it from? There you go. I don't know why he brought me a rock. Good video. Yeah, for sure. I couldn't believe only 2 passes with it. Because the first it said to use just water on it after you let it sit for 60 seconds. The second one, it said just to soak down a microfiber towel after you've let it sit for 60 seconds with another, spray down of the tar, then let it, and then come back with a microfiber, and it wiped right up. I was like, damn, this stuff is good. Love it. But then again, I knew Stoner Car Care makes some really good products, but they're just such a smaller company. They're trying to get their name out the best they can, and because of that, nobody knows about it. But I tried, so that's why I always try and recommend. That's why I tell you guys, try Wax Gods. If you're willing to order online, try Wax Gods. Try Limitless especially. Those companies are just grade A, high-end product companies, but they're smaller companies that are trying to get their name out there. Highly, highly, highly suggest ordering a couple of those products when they're on sale, or whether it's like a $6 flat rate shipping. Buy them, try them. You are going to love it. I'm telling you, it's great. How do you have to be in order to get sponsored? I think so. The rules of YouTube have changed recently, Eric. You have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to apply to be monetized with YouTube. Before, they would invite you if they wanted you, or you could just apply for it. I was invited probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and I never even accepted the invitation. I didn't even accept it. I just was like, whatever. And then I decided one day, I was like, well, maybe I'll apply for YouTube, but monetization, because, obviously it takes views and all that stuff in order to get it. And then I was like, okay. And then it took another maybe like 6 months before I got my first paycheck. It takes a while, Eric. It's not fast. And the paycheck was just like $100. That's all it was. I mean, you're not going to get rich off of it unless you have tons of subscribers. So please understand that. And YouTube only cuts you a check or does a direct deposit into your bank account if you've gained at least $100 during that month. Otherwise, you have to build up month after month until your final total is over $100 over a couple months. And that's how it happened. The first couple months were like $20, $25. And so it took like 6 months before I finally had collected over $100 in my account. And they gave me a check for like $120 direct deposit into my account. So that's the way it works. But now you have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to actually apply for monetization. Before, they would just invite you, or you could apply on your own. Probably made $1,400 off one bottle of HC Speed. Damn, that's pretty good, Tool Guy. That is really good. I have a lot of people ask me, they're like, why don't you detail for a living? Obviously, thankfully, I have another job, so I don't have to worry about it financially. Obviously, with my wife's money, we all know what she does for a living. She makes more than enough money to help cover the rest of it. You know what I mean? So I don't do it. Again, there comes a point for me when you go from fun to a job, and I don't want to lose that fun factor of cleaning my cars or, seeing the transformation of the cars. I know it's a good paying thing, but I don't want to lose the fun of that. That's the way I see it. I know a lot of detailers, mobile detailers make great, great money, but at the same time, I already have a job, so I don't have to worry about it. You know what? I hate so many YouTubers have those titles in their videos. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Never do clickbait videos. Oh, I have never done them. And the thing is, every single video, have you guys noticed? Every single video is the picture of the product. I might put comments on them, like little fun comments on the side or whatever, but every picture is a picture of the product. So you know exactly what you're going to watch before you get there. There's no picture of Nathan on there being like, come check out HD Speed. You're not going to see that. You're going to see a picture of the HD Speed bottle on it and maybe a comment on the side. You'll never see anything else. I just don't do that kind of stuff because I don't want to draw in stuff, because then you might draw in the crowd of more subscribers, but then they might not watch your videos. And I already have problems with that now. Most YouTubers fight that. You have this many subscribers, but you're only getting this many views off each video. So why aren't the rest of my subscribers way up here? Why aren't any of them watching it? Where are they? Why did they subscribe if they don't want to watch it? These are things you fight with as a YouTuber that you guys will realize if you ever start a YouTube. You're like, at first it's easy to get that many views, but once you get a bigger channel, you're only starting to get a couple thousand views, and you're like, I got 20-something thousand subscribers. Why only have a couple thousand views per video? Where's the rest of my people? Where's the other 20,000 views I should be getting? They just don't exist. And big YouTube channels, we're talking people with a couple million subscribers. Well, they only might get 100, 200,000 views per video. For me and you, that seems like a hell of a lot. And they are making money off of that video. But they have 2 million subscribers. Where the heck is the other 1.8 million subscribers at? Why aren't they watching their videos? So it's things that you have to deal with. And I think that's why clickbait has really got to it. So people will try and make it catchy, make it, oh, I want to see this video, that kind of thing. I have a lot of products. Honestly, I have literally lots more than just car wash. Seriously, I probably have 10 different types of compounds. I have, I would say waxes. I probably have about 30 different waxes, maybe more. Detailers, I probably have about 40 to 50 detailers. I mean, I have a lot of stuff. I do have interior products. Sometimes they're a lot harder to do. Sometimes it's not as easy to do because you can't get good angles at it. But two, it's not like I'm making my interior like filthy. So I try and interior videos don't get near the views again. I'll give you an example, guys. We can go into my the Turtle Wax car wash, the one that just came out this year. That thing will have far more views than regular like interior product videos from a Turtle Wax. It's just the way it goes, guys. Do you have to do a 1099? Yes, you have to. You're working for them, but you're not employed directly by them. So, but you have to fill out tax thing every single year. Trust me, I do it every year. So even if I only made a couple grand over an entire year, I still have to file for it. That is part of income. So yes, you definitely have to. Phone battery's 1%. Find my tablet somewhere. Better find it, son. Better find it. I don't know how long I'll be on. We've already been on over 2 hours, and there's still people actually watching. I can't believe you crazy people are up here watching it almost 2 a.m. with me. You don't have to answer what you don't do it. Never start. We can never do things. No, you really can't, Johnny. Everything changes, man. The world changes. Everything changes. You know what I mean? Me and my wife's relationship changed big time when she came along. Big time. A lot of people warned me about it. Same when we got married. Dating relationship is one way. Once you get married, it's a whole different thing. Seriously. She changed. Everything changed once we had him. When it changed again, things will always change. Sadly, things never get to stay the same, even though how bad we really want them. And I think that's why nostalgia is so big, you know. And I think that's why like cars like the R32, your Silvias, and stuff like that are so big now, and the car values are going up because people want to go back to those days. They want things that they missed out on, or like a lot of the older men that buy the classic cars because they could never afford it then. They want to go back to their younger days. What do you want? You want a pretzel? Pretzel? Okay, you can have it. Here, come back here. He wanted some pretzels. Detailers, though, pro detailers make money. I mean, let's put it this way. The young guy, I think his name is John. It's Jao or something, but it's his actual real name. But I think he goes by John, the Brazilian guy that bought my car down there that lives in West Palm Beach as a pro detailer. He walked in with a stack of $100 bills that he had saved up from working. That's how much he had made that was just extra money he had made from his detailing jobs. Because let's say he does a Ferrari and he changes a couple $100 to $1,000 for a day's worth of work or 2 days worth of work on a Ferrari. $2,000 or $1,000 in 2 days, that's pretty stinking good money. So he pays all his main bills, and then what do you have left? He came in, literally, it were $100 bills that we just handed it straight to the dealer there down there. And it was just like, damn, somebody actually walks around this kind of cash on their hands, blown away. Because I was expecting like a cashier's check or money order or something like that. Nope. $100 bills wrapped up in a thing. And I'm like, damn, this kid must make some serious money off it. Good night, Eric. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. What happened with the cable? Cable was out all yesterday. It didn't come back until today. That's all. That's what happened, Lex. I'm sorry about that, buddy. What do you do with your leftover products from videos? They just all sit around, man. Stack up, buddy. Nothing crazy with it. Why do you hate your wife for, Tool? Why do you hate your wife when you have 9-month-old twins? I mean, he's 2 years and like 4 months now, but the me and her marriage is all gone. It's basically all gone. So just giving you a heads up. That's what the difference is. After we had him, the me and her, all that's gone. It's absolutely gone. I mean, obviously, like, hey, you know, friends and stuff like that, but there's no more like, hey, baby, how you doing? All that crap's gone. Every bit of that shit's gone. As soon as he came along, done, gone. I think the last time she was like, hey to me was at the 20th anniversary when he was staying with her parents in Jacksonville, and it was just me and her when we went out to the formal dining thing. We went out to the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium for her 20th anniversary thing, or 20th high school anniversary reunion. That was probably the last time. But other than that, before that, I can't even tell you, man. I really can't tell you because things change so much. Oh, Corey, you don't have to stay with us, man. We're just having a good time, Corey. I'm glad you came in with us, but I know if you got to do some stuff, go have fun, man. I totally understand. I'm Pro Taylor. That's why my only job. The car I'm working on now for $1,400. And, you know, you're on your 10th hour. So even if you work, let's say 20, 30 hours on it, I don't know how in depth you're getting into it, right? That's more than most for everybody at my job is getting paid. We get paid pretty good, okay? The average driver salary the average driver pay is $36 and I think 21 cents an hour is what pay is right now. You're going to make way more than the average driver. The problem is with you of course are not going to have the benefits. You're going to have the health care and all that stuff and all your pension. And two, if it dries up and nobody wants your $1,400 service, it kind of hurts. And but I definitely know that a lot of the high-end detailers you guys make great money. And it's definitely 2 thumbs up for you guys. I say knock it out of the park while you can, but stack away money in a 401k on the side while you can, as well. Don't go crazy with just because you make $1,400 this week. Don't spend $1,400. I see a lot of that at my job all the time. These guys just become drivers. They start seeing that good $1,000-something paycheck coming in every week after taxes, and they're like, I got this old piece of crap car. I'm going to go buy that $40,000 truck. Woo! And they're suddenly strapped into a $700 a month car payment. I'm like, you idiot. Now you have a huge car payment every month when you have a car that was paid off. It worked fine. Why did you get rid of it for? And I see it all the time. Or they'll go out and buy a $300,000 house. I'm like, how much is that payment? $2,000-something a month. You're making like $1,300 a week take home, $1,300, maybe $1,400 a week take home on a good week. So for almost 2 weeks of your check are gone right there. Now you have a $700-something car payment. Plus you got all your utilities and stuff. So now you're going to live on less than $1,000 for a month. You're an idiot. And I see it happen all the time at my job. These guys are bringing home $80,000 a year, sometimes $90,000 and $100,000 working overtime. And they live like they're flipping broke. Oh, God, I need hours of overtime, man. I can't afford my bills, man. I'm like, you're making $90,000 a year and you can't afford it. I see it all the time. You'd be blown away, guys. But they're driving that fancy $50,000 SUV out there, and I'm like, sell that damn thing and just buy old Honda. Seriously, get yourself out of debt. You don't need a $300,000 house. $150,000 house will do you just fine. You know what I mean? Crazy, dude. It's crazy. You guys be surprised. Yeah, my wife has benefits, so she has 401k, matching 401k, but she doesn't have a pension. My job gives me pension. My job gives us health care for the entire family for free. Her job gives her health care, but if she wanted to add my son or me to her health care policy, she would have to pay. Where my job, the entire family is free. I don't have to pay any extra. You want another one? Yes, please. Yes, please. Be polite. Yeah, exactly. $400. Do a couple of those a week. Take the afternoons off. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. There comes a point where I see the guys at work that are still delivering They're rolling in. They're getting there at 8:30 in the morning. They leave for their route. They're getting back at 10:30. Sometimes a couple might come in at 11 o'clock every single night. 14-hour days. 14-hour days. They have no life. They're making 100 grand a year, but they have zero life. They never see their kids. They never see their family. Divorce is through the roof at my job with the drivers because they're never home. Their wives start cheating on them. Their wives start spending all their money while they're out there driving every day. They're running up credit card debt. I mean, you would be blown away because the wife never sees her husband. So she starts getting some guy over there that's like, hey, how you doing all the time? And finally she's like, I'm not getting any attention. He's giving me attention. See you later. And she starts cheating. The divorce rate at my job is so high. It's ridiculous because they're never around. I would rather have less hours, be able to enjoy spending time with my family than worried about making a little bit extra money. And I see that. That's just life lessons I've personally seen. Everybody's different. If you need the money, I get it. But I'd rather live a more modest lifestyle and have more family time and just more fun time for myself than just be that 9 to 5 guy that's working there till 10 o'clock every single night. And it happens every day, guys. Every day these drivers come in at 10 o'clock or later, and they're starting at 8:30 in the morning. No life, and I can't do that. I'm in the aviation industry, have a pretty important role there, and I don't make that much. Yeah, my job's pretty high. So top out drivers are $36.21 an hour. That's after you've been a driver for 4 years. So you start out like 20, and then unless you have like what they call cover fill-in driver experience, or you used to be a fill-in driver for when people were sick, then you start out at that higher pay rate, and then you go up from there. So that you, after 4 years, you top out at $36 an hour. What's going on, Chad? Nice to see you late. Yeah, dude, Ryan, we were making up for last night because of last night's issue with the cable company. We lost everything. Rust on our cars is like cancer for cars. Dude, honestly, if I had no GTR payment, guys, I would have spent a couple $1,000s without batting an eye to fix the Prelude by now. I would have dropped it off at a high-end detailing or high-end paint body shop. I would have said, cut the whole damn thing out. I would have said, paint everything on it properly. I want it back to Honda brand new specifications, and I don't give a damn if it's $3,000. That kind of attitude to it. You know, I would spend that money on it. And but the GTR is just, I have this lingering debt over my head. And because when I was a young man, I was in debt, about $9,000 in credit card debt. I'll never do it again. So that's why I won't. That's why I just keep putting the Prelude on the back burner. I could do minor things, but I understand a paint with rust correction is going to cost a couple $1,000s. That's why it's on the back burner. A couple $1,000s goes a long way to paying off the GTR instead. And that's generally why I just don't do it. You know, and I always tell people, I'm like, yeah, if you want to donate, that's fine, but I'm not gonna spend that kind of money when I have debt over my head right now. That's way more important. Our 10 was 20 weeks early with 6 days NCU and transport. We would, geez Louise, $875,000. That's stupid, man. People don't even understand. My son, he was born at Celebration Hospital. It literally, it's Celebration is a little town that was started by Disney World to be like a hometown thing. It's part of Kissimmee, but then they annexed themselves into the town of Celebration. So it's like a really rich area town, really rich neighborhoods. And they have their own hospital in there. It's part of Florida Hospital Network. And yeah, we didn't pay a dime. My insurance covered all the prenatal checkups, all the postnatal, the entire hospital stay. We paid zero. Our bill was zero. Didn't pay anything, man. We have stellar insurance with my job. That's half the benefit. I'm telling you, if there was no benefits in my job, nobody would work there. The working conditions are so piss poor sometimes there. It's so crappy. You get yelled at and everybody's screaming. You go more, that nobody would work there if there was no benefits. There was no pension, no health care. Not a single person would work there. Yeah, the Prelude's over there. I haven't heard from the guy. He did send me a video of it in the first week that it was actually running. But he said the ECU was the wrong ECU they put in over here, and he was just on the hunt for a new ECU. But I haven't talked to him since. And honestly, again, I don't really pay attention to that too much to it. Doesn't really matter. I don't need the car. So I'm just like, whatever. At this point, I'm more of a need, starting to get towards a need where I want, at this point, to be real with you, I would want a 4-door car. That's what I really would want. So that way I can easily put him in the back seat without having to fight for the front seat and all that stuff. You know what I mean? For all you dads who know how to play the shuffle game behind the front seat, don't have to worry about that anymore. Just open the back door, done. So much easier. No, delivery drivers, you don't need a CDL. You have to have a CDL if you're driving semi-trailers, though, but not just the package delivery cars. Regular license is all you need. What? What? Why are you giving out kisses for? Whoa! Whoa! You see that, guys? He's just giving out random kisses, aren't you? Oh, and then you're going to spit in my face. I see how it is. Man, you're so bipolar, kid. You are like mega bipolar. You want another one? Or you want the motorcycle? Motorcycle? Okay, get on the motorcycle. Nah, music, it's not worth it, buddy. I wouldn't recommend it anymore. Hold on. If I could go back in time to my younger self and tell myself to change anything, I would have said, when the captain offered you to go to the Naval Academy back in, like, I think it was like 1996, 97, right around there, he offered me to go to the Naval Academy. He was going to sponsor me to attend the Naval Academy. I would have done it. The other thing I would have told myself to change is to go back in time. I was about a year out of high school. Me and my parents were fighting a little bit all the time. I never did anything. I wasn't doing drugs. I wasn't going to the club, doing nothing like that. I wasn't getting drunk. I was literally a straight person. I literally worked double shift every single day, make as much money as I could. I was a young man. I was 19. And I got so sick of them arguing with me all the time that I literally went down to the Air Force recruiter and I did all the paperwork. I did my ASVAB. I did all the paperwork I had to do. The only thing I was going to have to do was get my physical and then ship off to basic training for the Air Force. My parents sat me down and said, we want you to go to college first and then you can join the military. I would have probably went ahead and joined the Air Force right then and there, and I would have already been almost done retirement by now. Because in the Air Force, you're going to get bumped up according to your ability, how well you do, versus just my job. Hell, if you show up 2 days a week, you're going to get the same raise that I'm going to get, and that's kind of crappy. That's the problem. We all get guaranteed raises. So if Johnny shows up 1 day a week, Johnny's still going to get the exact same raise that I do showing up 5 days a week. It's sometimes when you look at it that way, it's not very fair. And where that, like an Air Force, you're going to get promoted of your abilities. If you're a good at your job and all this stuff, you have any issues, then you get voted on, obviously, by the thing, then you're going to work your way up. So I would have probably been like E7, E8 by now in the Air Force. But, you never know which life's going to take you. Back then, the company was a different company than it is today. And I didn't know. Back then, it was they took care of their employees. Nowadays, they're like, throw you under the bus. I don't care anymore. I would never recommend my company anymore, buddy. You have two wagons for the exact reason. Super easy getting more boys. Now, Tool, I remember what was it, about a year or so ago, we looked at the WRX STIs. And we were going to put an order in for it. The local dealer, I think it's called Sport Mazda here on OBT in Orlando, South Orlando. And my wife was like, ew, that thing is so ugly. Really? And I was going to keep my 370 and buy a WRX STI. She was like, no. Because the WRX, if you don't know, is super, super roomy inside. There's so much room. It's very comfortable, but my wife thought it was so ugly, so that was an automatic right there. But I was going to buy the four-door then and keep my 370Z. And then after we looked at the Genesis sedan, the G80, which I really, really like. And then we tried to make a deal on one, but the dealer didn't want a deal. And I was like, okay, well, then I suggested, I said, what if I sell the 370Z as a down payment towards the GTR? What about getting one of those? And she's like, all right, as long as you sell the 370Z first, you can go ahead and buy the GTR. And I was like, done. That's how that all went. Otherwise, I would have already had a four-door car by now, but that's the way the thing goes. You know what I mean? First motorcycle was my 2007 Kawasaki Ninja 250. It's on my motorcycle channel, Niche Riding. If you ever want to see it, it's there. Is it unionized? Yes, it is unionized. It is a union company. We're the Teamsters, but they're a pretty shitty union, I think. They're trying to basically sell out to the company right now. They're in negotiations right now with the contract, and it's horrible. The things that they're presenting to everybody, saying you guys need to vote yes on this when the vote comes in the next couple of weeks. And everybody's like, that's horrible, horrible. What are you talking about? So that's what he goes. Is that your black? See, my son's got a black station wagon too. All the paint's worn off, but he has a station wagon too. Yeah, I've looked into the G70. G70 is not very big. What is wrong with you? Here. The G70 is cool. I like the G80 because it's a much bigger car. If you've sat in the G80, which was the original Genesis, Dude, the leg room is like this between, it's easily like this between your back legs and the back seat. It's so stinking big. You can cross your legs over your knee and just sit there like this. It is so stinking comfortable. It's the exact same engine that's in the Kia Stinger GT. It's the same engine that's in the G70. It has tons of power, but yet so much comfort, so much luxury. I'm like, dude, Hyundai or the Genesis brand of Hyundai is going to be the next Acura Lexus. I'm telling you, they are so damn good inside. It's so fancy. You never really see station wagons. No, you don't. Not really. They're very rare. And like the BMW station wagons and stuff like that, boy, they're kind of expensive. They actually are really, really expensive. Everybody's getting into the SUVs now. The SUV craze is taking over. It's not me. I'm not a big SUV person, but that's everybody what it wants. Sort of favorite detailing channels. Honestly, Nick, I don't watch detailing channels. Now, I am subscribed to like the big channels like your McGuire's or Griot's Garage or Masterson's I'm subscribed to. But that's generally about it, to tell you the truth, Nick. I watch more car stuff, related stuff for your like, let's just say Edmunds, Kelly Blue Book, Motor Trend, Motor Week, Auto Guide, Jay Leno's Garage. I watch his. I watch some other stuff from like video gaming stuff once in a while. I watch, I don't know, some like military channel stuff. Because again, I really wanted to join the military. When I was in college, I did the University of West Florida's Army ROTC program for 3 years. My last year, they messed up my contract. Otherwise, I would have been an officer in the Army by now. All my friends that are still in are all majors in the Army now. And they're about to make lieutenant colonel. I figure in the next couple of years, they'll all be lieutenant colonels that are still in there. And I would have been a major along with them by now in the Army. But you know, life takes a twist. They maybe jumped through a million hoops and they kept fucking up my stuff. And I just finally said, I'm done. After my school year, my junior year was done, I just got out of the military, out of the ROTC program there for the Army. And 6 months later, my wife found me on the internet again. And she wrote me and said, hey, I'm in med school, whatever, you know, and I'll be in Miami in a few months. And so we started talking once in a great while. And out of nowhere, she was in Miami. I went down there a couple times. She said, let's date. You know, if I was in the Army, I would have never dated her. And, you know, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So in a way, I've been blessed very good. Obviously, I have a very good lifestyle here. I'm not in need of anything in my life. Obviously, I've got 3 cars, 2 motorcycles. We have a nice big home. We go on several vacations a year. We're not hurting for anything. So I have been blessed. But was it exactly what I wanted in my life? No, not by a long shot. I wanted to be a military fighter pilot my whole life. You can't see it up there. I have a big picture from the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. Here, let me see if I can turn it up. Can you guys see that? So that's signatures from every Blue Angel pilot. That's the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. The flight demonstration team. I actually met them, and they actually they're professionally signed. It has calligraphy with my name on it, everything. And again, I had my shot to go to the Naval Academy, but I was young and dumb, and I turned it down. And I would have probably gone back and been like, no, but all I wanted to do was a fighter pilot. But because I wear glasses and contacts, you can't be a pilot in the military. All about that V-dub. You guys remember that back in the day? V-dub. My early 2000s, VW had commercials where it was like, unpimp my ride for a minute. And the guy would go up, that's V-dub. And then he would just do that. You guys remember that? If you guys know, you know exactly what I'm talking about, the commercials. When unpimp my ride, and the guy would be like, yeah, it has all his wing and all his body kit crap on it. And they would get him, they would show like a GTI, and they'd be like, the thing would come down and like crush his car, and the sides would fall out, and it'd be a GTI. It was all that stuff. Oh man, those were good old days, man. I know I'm showing my age now. It's been like, what, 18 years now since those have been out. So go figure. Oh, anytime, Nick, anytime, man. I'm just, you know, I try and help people out. There's a guy that works with me, and he's kind of my backup, I would say, at my job. And he was telling me, I was like, so when are you going to go drive? I said, you have about have enough time in to start being a driver. He said, and I never want to drive here. I'm like, then why are you here? He's like, I just want a job. I said, well, what do you want to do in your life? And he said, I want to work on engines, whether it's boat engines or airplane engines. I was like, then you need to join the military. I said, what are you doing here? Don't waste your life. Nathan, don't squander your life. And I talked to him about that. I said, you need to look into joining the military then. I said, obviously, the Navy would probably be the best for you because that way you have your 2 shots. You can either work on Navy engines or you can work on Navy planes. And he wanted to work on engines so bad. And I'm like, then why are you here? So he came back. It was probably a couple months ago. He came back and said, I called the recruiter because I kept pushing him. I'm like, go to the recruiter and talk to them. I said, let them pay for all your job training, let you get all your certifications to work on engines, be in the Navy for at least 5 years or whatever, and get your experience in it. And then if you don't like the Navy, then get out and leave. Well, all his paperwork's done now. And he's waiting for the recruiter to schedule him a physical date and then leave for the Navy. He's done. And I said, it's the best thing you can ever do. Why would you sit here at a company that you don't want to do this for the rest of your life and just waste your life away when you have goals that are easily attainable? You said you're 23 years old. Go out there and do something. You're not my age at 38. You can't go out there and do that stuff anymore. But at 23, you've got all these years ahead of you. Go join the military. Learn how to do work the engines. You like boats. You really love boats. I said, this will be perfect for you. Let them pay for everything. Get your experience in there. I said, hell, you get one pension from there and then go work for something else as a commercial for them, for the military as a whatchamacallit, and you make double the money. It's just ridiculous. And so he's doing it, and I'm really happy for him. I just don't want to see people make mistakes in their life, you know, and regret something later on down the road that they should have done versus just dicking around otherwise. Have a race to GTR lately? Not really, Scott. Just kind of give it a little bit of gas once in a while. That's about it. It's funny when cars will get next to you, like, you know, the roads where they go down into like 2 lanes like that. And it's pretty funny because, you know, you get up beside them and they're like, I'm going to floor it. Because, you know how everybody does. They want to floor it and cut in front of you and go down the 1 lane to be the front. I'm like, you have no idea what you're in. You're in for a world of hurt. Because people here drive very, very, very slow. In New York, the speed limit is 35 in the streets. Well, down here, it's 45 or 50. But they all still drive like they're in New York, and they only do 35 miles an hour. So in those roads where they go down like this, they'll floor it, absolutely floor it. But as soon as it goes down to 2 lanes, they'll suddenly do 35 miles an hour. And I'm like, bro, it's 50 miles an hour. Get the hell out of my way. So those kind of ones are fun because they're like, vroom, vroom, I'm going to floor it and go. And you're on the GTR, you're like, you have no chance in hell, buddy. I'm going to floor it right by you. And you'll see some of them will actually take off because they don't want you to get in front of them, or vice versa. They want to get in front of you, and you don't want to let them in. It's so funny because the GTR has so much power. You just give it when you're like, boom, gone. And sure enough, I get up to, let's say, 55 and a 50, 5 over the speed limit, so nobody's going to bother me. Where does that car do? Ooh. So they're flooring it, and then they suddenly go down to 35. This is New York. We slow down. And before I know it, they're way, way the hell back there, and I'm just been doing 5 over the speed limit. Not even crazy, just 5 over, so the cops won't bother me. And they're nowhere to be seen anymore because all they want to do is 35. I'm sorry, this isn't New York and St. New Jersey. Speed your ass up or get the hell out of my way. Ugh. Yeah, I heard they were discontinuing the Beetle, but we'll see if it comes back. I mean, it's like the woman's car. You know what I mean? Beetles are for girls, plain and simple. So you'll have some girls and go from there. What's a manual? No, the R35 never came in manual, Scott. The R35 only comes in dual clutch automatic. That's all it's ever came with. It never came in a stick shift. I've always wanted to learn manual. It's a rare talent. Yeah, my blue car is a manual. It's funny enough that there's not many people. In order to drive at my job, you have to qualify, and you have to show them you can qualify on a manual. And so many of these young people today can't drive a manual, so they can't ever drive because they don't know how to drive a manual. Even though only, like, say 20% of the fleet left is manual, you still get stuck with that truck that day that's a manual. You're SOL, you know? When I used to deliver here, I was actually delivering Celebration. I was one of the routes out there. My truck was a manual. Every day was the same truck. It was a manual. If I couldn't drive it, I would have had a problem. Look at Mr. Autobahn over here telling my cousins to get out of his way. Oh, they're the slowest drivers in the world, bro. I'm not asking you to do 100 miles an hour, but get the hell out of the way. If you can't even do the speed limit, when you go right by the speed limit, let's say 50 or 45, and they're like, shit you not, 32, 33, 34 miles an hour like this. And everybody behind him is just backing all the way behind him, and they do it all the time. Sunday night, we were on the 429. It's a toll road. They call it 429. It goes on the backside of Disney up towards Apopka, Florida, on the other side of Orlando. Got up behind a car from Massachusetts. Left lane. Now, this is like, it's a turnpike. Left lane, 62 miles an hour. The speed limit on the 429 is 70 miles an hour. You're holding up everybody in the left lane because you think this is up north and you're going to do 62 miles an hour in the left lane. I always laid on the horn when I went by them. I'm like trying to flash my headlights, like get over, and I finally had to pass them on the right. I don't get it. I've driven in New York. I've driven across half the United States. I've driven in Europe. I look for the speed sign and then I adjust accordingly. Oh, it's 45 here. I guess I'll do about 50. I don't know. They just don't adjust. They see 30. They think 35 is everywhere. So I'm sorry. I just, and they always say it's Florida drivers. I'm like, no, it's not. Where are you from? I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. Exactly. Sorry. No, it's really bad down here. It really is, Tool. It's really bad. I don't understand it. Like I said, I've driven in upstate New York. I've driven all the way through like Syracuse, New York. I've been into Canada. I've driven all the way out to Texas, all the way through the Midwest. I've driven all the way to the Florida Keys. I've been all the way to Key West. I've driven in Germany and out on the Autobahns and everything. And I just, look at the speed limit. Okay. They don't want to adjust, and you just backs up the traffic around them, and you have to pass them. Double yellow lines, just keep on going around them. I just like, any cops around? Oh, there's a big gap. Go right around them. I just keep on going because I'm like, dear God, I want to get to where I want to get to, whether it's work or home. I don't want to sit there and do 32 in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. It's just, treat them like a farm tractor that's in the road. Go check it and go right around them. That's what I do anyways. Well, in Jersey right now, the police are really enforcing the left lane passing. Oh, I wish, brother. I wish so bad. The rule is here in Florida that you can't be in the left lane. You have to get over because of that, because there was so much road rage here in Florida, because everybody then has to weave between other cars. And, of course, it causes accidents and causes a lot of road rage. So they made the rule 2 years ago that you can't be in the left lane and sit there. You have to move over. But when was the last time you actually saw a state trooper doing anything enforcing it? You'll see one car doing 65 miles an hour in a 70-mile-an-hour zone, and they'll have 50 cars behind them just sitting there bogged up, and everybody's trying to weave it around just because that one dude doesn't want to do the speed limit. He will not move over. You flash him with your headlights and everything. They just sit there. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. And it's so bad down here, guys. You guys would love it down here. You would literally have my wife's like, you're going to have a heart attack. I'm like, I've got to get out of Kissimmee. I hate this place. I hate these people. I want to move so bad. So like I said, we've already been last weekend again. That's why we're on the 429, because we're looking to move to the either Windermere or Winter Garden area on the other side of Orlando. It's a really classy area of town, very high end. You're drunk. I don't know what on what. Drunk on sugar. What products? Okay, so you're going to see HD Speed, Poo Panda. You're also going to see probably the new finish from Adulton. I want to get that out. Nathan, calm down. Calm down, buddy. I really want to try and get out some other stuff. I have a new company that contacted me and sent me their stuff. I haven't released the name yet. It's a brand new company. They've contacted me. They sent me all their stuff. They're trying to be like a really high-end detailing company. I'll talk about it later. I might try one of their products out this week. They sent me their compounds. They sent me their polishes. They sent me a foam cannon wash. They sent me spray wax. They sent me detailer. They sent me all of their products that they're making, everything at one time. I haven't done an unboxing yet of it. Haven't done any of that kind of stuff, but I will be doing it. Maybe get into that. I'd like to get to the coal night, but I don't have my wife's van, so that's going to be a pain in the butt. I don't know. I might actually do. Where's it at? Okay, I put it somewhere. You guys got to see the 3D Carnauba. I don't know where it went. My son probably took it and ran off with it. Oh, here it is. So one of my subscribers sent this to me. Maybe put this on top of the Blue Prelude, but we'll see. I also want to try some I have Limitless stuff I haven't tried. Their Decon degreaser. It's really good for cleaning the tires and the wheels and stuff like that. I might try that out here. So we'll see. We got a lot of things ahead, Pooh. I've got a lot of products to be trying out here for sure. I shoulder pass once a week. Give us a hint. Oh God. Have you ever been, guys, if you want to learn, here's another story for you. When I used to have to make those long drives to Georgia where my wife was doing her medical residency at, of course, I'm always having to take the interstates there, like I-75, whatever, I-10, whatever I was taking at the time. Well, you guys know when you have the two cars that sit right beside each other and won't ever make a pass, if this guy speeds up, then this guy speeds up. And they all do exactly like 65 and a 70 or right at 70. Nobody will make the pass. Everybody's like, oh, I'll speed up. No, I'll speed up. I'll speed up. So what I did many times in the past is I would get up there and give myself a nice little gap so I could get a good running start. As soon as there was an on-ramp from a road, I would literally floor it, get over into the on-ramp lane, and then whip around them like this and just keep on flying by them. And I'm just doing this when I'm walking by, just going by, just laying on the horn. Like, you guys are assholes. Because you'd be sitting there for 15 minutes behind them. They're like, nope, nope, I'm going to do 65. Nope, 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 I'm going to do 65 too. And they never get over. They always block both lanes. And then again, it turns into road rage. And that's why Florida had to do it. But when was the last time you saw Florida state troopers actually pulling anybody over? They only want to look for speeders, or they're only in accidents and stuff like that. That's all they do. So, but that's what I would do. I would literally give myself a room so I could really get the car moving. So as soon as the on-ramp came in, I would literally go across the hash marks, past the people on the on-ramp. Then I would get back over and just keep on going. It was hilarious. I did it all the time, all the time. If you were blocking both lanes, mile after mile after mile, and you wouldn't get over and there's nobody in front of you, that's how I pass them every time. Oh, I know, Tool, but one of my subscribers sent this to me a couple of months ago, and I never got around to it. And this stuff, I tried a little bit about on my car yesterday. It's a bit of a hard pain in the ass to get it off. I'll tell you that. I had to use some detail spray to loosen it up. I did one panel on the back of my car, and I was like, let's see how this works. I'm telling you, this stuff, getting this off was so easy. So easy. This stuff, I couldn't even get it all off, so I had to come back with a detail spray and spray down the side of the panel, just wipe it off so I could get it all off. I'm telling you, I would feel bad if I didn't try it out too. I hope you understand that. I always try and take care of my subscribers like they take care of me, and that's why I would do it. No Swiss facts. I've seen them, but I've never tried it. Music. You know, when you care about your car, when you aren't worried about swirl marks, 13-year-old Taurus wagon. You know, my Prelude is 17 years old, and I still take care of it. I mean, that's why you're going to see. Now, I can't help the rock chips. The whole front of the car is ate up. The wing mirrors are ate up now from the years of bad. But and the rust is obviously there. But I still try and do the best I can to take care of it. I always do all maintenance to it. I put new tires on it about a year or two ago, only tires. It had new brakes on it about 2 years ago, and had some new rotors and calipers put on it. I try and take care of my vehicles because I don't want to break down. Breaking down is the worst, man. Getting stuck on the side of the road, that sucks. So I do try and take care of it. I'm telling you guys, if I did not have the GTR payment, I would not hesitate at all to drop the Prelude off at the best damn body shop I could possibly find. I mean, the best one that wouldn't half-ass it. I don't care how much it was. I would just do it right, have the Prelude done immaculate, like it was brand new from the factory. Make sure everything's perfectly, like take the hood off and paint it. Take everything off, you know, take the windows out if they had to, glass. I would want it done just right. The bumpers taken off, the mirrors, everything done right. That's the way I would want it done, because then I'd probably honestly clear bra the car. Because once it's done, I'm like, I ain't doing that again, you know, because it would cost so much money to redo all that. But I still take care of my vehicles. Even the white car, I'm spending all this money on the white car, even though I haven't had it in forever. But you know, it was until I don't own that car anymore, I will take care of it. That's the way I see it. I felt so baller. I bought a lug brush from them. $20 for the damn lug brush. Great brush though. Last year I had my wagon completely shaved and painted. $15,000. Damn, Jesus, brother. And that's the problem, man. It's so expensive. Prelude's only worth like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 now. Mint condition Preludes now, their values are going up on them. Used, people are asking like $6,000 and $7,000, and it's like, dude, book value is only $4,000 for it. But these people are like, well, it has under 100,000 miles. It's a manual transmission Prelude under 100,000 miles. I want $7,000 for it. You're like, what the hell? Prices are starting to creep up on the cars because you just can't find them in good conditions anymore. You know, people have dogged them out. They've wrecked them. They've riced them out. Have very high mileage on them. It's just the way it goes. Mine. It's mine. What do you want? You seeing yourself in the video? Yeah. You see yourself? Say hi to yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Want it back? No. It's mine. My motorcycle. You want it? Yeah. No. No. So, I had a good night, another great live stream. Thanks so much for stopping by, Scott. I hope you understand why I had to do it tonight versus last night, because the stupid cable company last night went. It was pretty bad. You give me your black station wagon again? It says it's got 22s on it. Guys, his station wagon's got 22s. I don't think you can see that number, but it says 22. You got 22s on your station wagon, bro? Dang, are you a rapper? You're a rapper, huh? When are you going to get that chain? When are you going to get a gold chain? When are you going to buy mommy a Mercedes? Oh, suddenly as soon as I want mommy to thing, you're like, no, I don't think so. That shop did charge $30,000. Jeez Louise, no way, man. I used to be a heavy into VWs back then too. Had a GTI, coilovers, BBS wheels, and shaved side mirrors. How many miles are on the Prelude? The blue one has about 197,000. The white one has like 196,000 on it. Both of them are on the original engine. I mean, they've had their pickle, like, water pumps changed and spark plugs changed, and starters have been changed over the years. Alternators have been changed. All the basic stuff, the wear and tear. Like I just replaced the battery on the blue one. The blue car's battery that was a yellow top optional battery. It was just completely gone. I just replaced it over the weekend. It starts up like a charm now. It does, because I have so much stereo still in the back of the Prelude, that it has to have all the power in order to drive the amps and stuff. Otherwise, you'll just dimming and down the car lights, and it will drain the batteries. So I make sure that I always get the big old Optima deep cycle batteries. Wagons. You guys remember the STI wagons? Yeah, those things are still popular. I've heard rumors they might be doing it. That's another one. The new STI should be out, I think, for 19 or 20. I don't know, but that might be an interesting car. But as usual with Subaru, their concept cars look really sexy, and then the real cars come out and you're like, bah. But even my wife was like, oh, that's a nice looking car for the Subaru, the concept car that I think came out last year. She's like, oh, that's a nice looking car. That would be cool. And then, when it comes out, it's going to be a complete bore, snore box, like a big box on the road like they all are. But it looks really good, the concept car. So that could be a car for me to have in another year or so, because I know obviously Subaru WRXs hold their value really good. Good safety on it, and it's all-wheel drive. So, I mean, get a little bit of power with it. Why not? The show wagon has 112, and the daily wagon has 806. Seems like everybody's on their road forms avant-gardes. My wagon has 888,000. Everybody says high mileage in here. We have all these high mileage cars, guys. My GTR has 32,000 miles on the GTR now, and I bought it with 28. I think I bought the GTR with 28,000. It has 32,000 now, so I think I put about 3,800 miles on the GTR now in a year and a half. Now Civic has 20s. Want to drive a Hurricane? Sure. Let's go drive one right now. Gonzalez, Detail, what's up, man? Dude, you're up here late with us too. Don't you got to work in the morning with some cars? Hanging in here late with us? What? Hey, Dora the Explorer's on. Oh, I guess he doesn't like Dora the Explorer. Jeez Louise. He's like, I don't want to learn Spanish. Oh. So it's funny. I was drooling when I saw the STI concept car came out before the current one. Yeah, I thought they were really nice too as well, music. I saw the new one that's supposed to come out for the whole new body style for would it be a 19 or 20? It looks really good as well. Very much more aggressive and sexy. If it stays true, that would be very high in my running for a four-door dad car for sure. But if it does the typical Subaru blah, then it'll be like marked off right away. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody on road forms. Oh, okay. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Are you tired? There's no way you're tired. There's no way you're tired, Nathan. He's closing his eyes like, Civic Type R. Yeah, honestly, I like the Civic Type R's wheels. I think they're really cool. They kind of remind me of my 370Z's raised Graham light wheels. They look really cool. I like the double spoke look to them at all. I've been in the Civic Type R's when I was at the dealership. They called me a couple of times trying to get me to buy one of the ones they had, but they were asking $47,000. I was like, $47,000? Are you kidding me right now? Anyways, we sat in it. We got in it. Very roomy, very comfortable to sit into. The front seats had the big bolsters. You got to get used to those. But other than that, like the back seat is super comfortable. The front seats were super comfortable. I love it in the Aegean blue. I think that blue is gorgeous. That would be my choice of car, but I will not spend more than MSRP. And I guess now across the country, some of them are starting to come down to MSRP, and that's what I paid 34, but I'm not paying no 40-something thousand for a Civic. You're out of your mind. Far Kansas Civics. There's a lot of that down here in Kissimmee. Let me tell you, Jacob, there's a lot of that in Kissimmee. Audi S8. One of her doctor friends had an S8, but dude, I don't want to get into big payments ever again, Tool. $736 a month is more than I ever want to spend. I'd be happy with a Civic Type R with a $400 payment or less. I'd be very happy with that. I hate huge payments. I don't like feeling strapped like I need to. I've got so much money that needs to be allotted towards a car payment. The GTR, it was a one-time, lifetime purchase. I knew normally I wouldn't be able to get that. It was just a one-shot, and I took it. And that's why I'm paying it off as fast as I can. So that way I don't have to worry about it later. I do like the car package that I have in for the WRX. Yeah, sure. Tool guy, you keep getting like nailed by the bot, man. It says that you are spamming. I don't know. I like the Type R a lot better. But have you already seen? They're already testing redesigned versions of the Type R that are going to change the front and rear bumper, so it won't have that like honeycomb plastic fake grille in the front, and as well as a smaller. Stop jumping. You know better than that. As well as a smaller wing. It won't have the giant wing anymore at all. Stop. Mom told you about it. You've already fell and hit the coffee table. Stop. Yeah, he bounced off this and went right into the front of that coffee table. Dude, he was screaming for like 5 minutes straight when he hit it. No. And yeah, so I got to kind of watch him. When I see him jumping in the background, I was like, no, because he lost his balance and went forward and hit his head right here on the coffee table. And he had a nice little bruise here. And I'm like, and he was just screaming bloody murder. And I had to tell him he had a bruise right here the next day. And she was like, what happened? And I'm like, he fell and hit the coffee table. And so she yells at him all the time if he gets on the couch like that. But, she's up asleep. The rear bumper makes it want to be, but that's what I'm saying too. That they already have spy pictures for it would be 2019, where they're going to change the bumper on the front and the back and have a lower wing model if you want only the lower wing model, and they won't put the big wing on it or whatever. And they'll get rid of all that fake plastic honeycomb look on the front and back. It's a fake. It's not really like true air, and it'll be like a closed-in bumper, like a regular bumper would be. I think that'll really help them as well, even though they're selling like hotcakes. I mean, they are literally flying off the shelves. There's still dealers charging a couple thousand above sticker price still. Here in Florida especially. Not so much the Midwest. I see the Midwest prices are down to MSRP, but in Florida and stuff, forget it. You're not going to get a car for MSRP. Nathan is savage after you said stop jumping. Oh, yeah, he gets an attitude. Boy, Nathan, if you tell him no or whatever, he really gets usually that attitude. He's going to get in real trouble later on down the road for sure, because he'll give you that attitude like, excuse me, you told me no, bitch. And he'll be like, yes, you better check yourself now because you ain't turning into a snowflake. I want it my way or else I'm going to go ahead and have you shut down. No, it's not going to be that. I would lease a fun car and track it all the time. You could, that's for sure. That's definitely a way you could do it. I like all the race stuff. See, everybody's torn. Some people say they like it. Some people say don't. It doesn't bother me any. Same with the WRX STI. It doesn't bother me whenever. I know what it's for. I know it's meant for. It's very functional. The Type R set the Nuremberg ring lap record for the fastest front-wheel drive car. So I know it is a functional car, but some people, like my wife, thinks they look stupid as well, but it's the way it goes. Everybody has their own thing. Like if it was her, she would have kept a Hyundai Accent for life. And I'm like, oh my God. Like when she first had her Hyundai Accent, she had it since she was in college. And when we got married, I'd drive it. It was like driving a damn go-kart. Seriously. It was a little tiny car. I'm like, oh my God, this thing has no power to it at all. It was slow. It was like revving out a little engine. It was good gas mileage though, very tiny and economical, but so boring and so dinky winky. But that would be her. She would just keep buying a bunch of Accents. She would love it. They're like 15 grand, done. That's the way it would be for her. I bought a ceramic coat for $5. I bought ceramic coat for $5. Any of those? What? I don't understand what you mean. Have you used AutoGlend products? I have not, buddy. I have not. Type and Ricer's Dream. Type R Ricer's Dream. But, as long as they're functional, I'm okay with functional. What are you doing? So you took the shirt off, but you're going to hand it to me. Well, leave it up there. It's the Masterson shirt. Mastersons. Ugh. What? Now it's stuck. Now it's stuck back there. Yeah, like I said, everybody's their own thing. I'm not a big person into SUVs. They just, I don't know. If you need room, get a minivan. My minivan is so much bigger than every other SUV out there. What's the point? You're buying an SUV for what reason? For hauling? Because a minivan hauls way more. A minivan also gets better gas mileage. Shh. Be quiet, buddy. And going from there. Yeah, I have C-Quartz down there. I've got to get around to detailing the GTR. It's more time consuming than the Prelude was when I did with the HD speed. So that's the only reason I haven't done it. What are you doing? You want to play with my phone? Yeah. That's my phone. I would say don't break it, but I already know it's already broken. So it really doesn't matter at this point, Nathan. You can do whatever the heck you want to do with it. Yeah, I got to get around to getting my GTR prepped. When I made the order, when I picked up this order, I did buy a couple more pads. I bought a microfiber polishing pad, and I bought some other pads like finishing pads and stuff like that I needed. So hopefully we'll get this stuff done. Can you show you the type of powders for polishing pads? Nathan, what are you doing, bud? Yeah, polishing pads are different. So different colors are usually universal. So your orange pads are going to be your cutting pads. Your white pads are going to be your polishing pads. Black is for maybe fine jeweling, polishing, or waxes. Red is always for waxes because it's so soft. So the orange one is going to be very hard and very stiff, made to cut the paint. Where like your red or your foam one for the universal color for waxing or just sealants is super soft. So it's not going to be able to add no cutting power to it. So you go with according to what you need. If you need lots of swirls and scratches gone, then you would go with the orange. If you just need light swirls and light scratches, like I use them with HD Speed, I just use the white because the white's a polishing pad. I didn't need more than that. And of course, this is a one-step polish. As you can see right here, it's a one-step polish and protectant. So all I needed was the white, and I'd say we're at 98% of the swirls gone. And you'll see that in the video when it's done. It's not 100% perfect. I go over a certain areas some more times, but you know, with one pass of this, and each section I did, I knocked out probably 95 to 98% of the swirls. It is a really, really solid product for what it is. Even on such old, chewed up paint from like rock chips and everything and some deep scratches that are in it, it still is really good. The paint looks great. That shirt should say Chemical Guys or Warner. I do have the Chemical Guys detail garage shirt. Sorry, man, any thoughts? Like cutting pads, polishing pads, etc. Hopefully I described it for you, Billy. Hopefully I helped you out there. Auto Glim was on sale at Walmart. I have never seen Auto Glim at my Walmart. Hell, my Walmart doesn't even have the foam cannon that everybody keeps talking about. I've never seen the foam cannon. Brief period, I bought their wax there. Again, I've never seen Auto Glim there at all. You use McGuire's Maroon with HD Speed in my Route 15. It does fill, by the way, HD Speed. I've heard of people saying that it fills a little bit, but you know, it's a lot easier. And the average Joe, especially in the detailing thing, that are paying you to detail their average cars, are never going to know the difference. They really have no clue. You know, they're the ones that are taking it to a hand wash, or they're taking it to like a drive-through car wash. They don't know and they don't care. And honestly, even if it has some fillers in it, it's better than none. I mean, it'll still make the car look a lot better. Plus, it gives it protection. So, you know, but I understand where you're coming from because I usually polish and compound my cars as well. But I really want to try it because I heard so many great expectations from it. And there's even YouTube videos arguing whether it actually has fillers or not, and they have testing results on it. So there's always this kind of stuff about it saying, oh, it's full of fillers. And some people say, well, it's not full of fillers. And you get all this fighting and arguing back and forth. I stay away from those things like the plague. But I know that most of the mobile detailers use the hell out of that stuff, and they love it. So Walmart has a pressure washing brand. They carry all their parts. It's like a blue and white name. And they actually supposedly carry a foam can there. I've been to like 10 different Walmarts, and I've never seen it. But people out there say, oh, man, they have it. You haven't seen it? I'm like, no, never. Are you going? When? I was going to do it again. This week I did the HD Speed. I was good, but my wife had to work on Saturday. Last Saturday was her Saturday. One Saturday a month she has to work at her practice. So I didn't have her van, so I did the HD Speed on my Prelude. But I need an entire weekend because I got to wash it. I got a clay bar. You know how big the damn van is? The van makes the Prelude look like a little dinky race car. I mean, it's so flippin' big. So you got to clay bar everything. And you got to wash it, and then you got to come back with it. So it's going to take me hours to make sure it gets done right. And so I need an entire day to get it done. And so I don't have the van. She always has the van. She can't drive stick. She has no idea. The white car is in Wesley Chapel. It's automatic, but it's clearly having problems. And she refuses to drive the GTR. She will not drive the GTR. And honestly, her parking lot at her job, they park this close to each other because there's no room to park there. So she parks this close to people. And, you know, she's had a couple of like little door scratches on it that had to buff out. So to me, it would never be worth her to take the GTR to work either. Contact Auto Glim for some stuff, please. I don't ask any company for anything. I will never ask companies for anything. They contact me. I don't contact them. What do you want? You want your sock off? Put your foot up then. Here. Boom. Well, I don't know what you did. Your foot's red. I don't know what the heck you did to it. HD speed is probably my top, and that's exactly what I'm saying, and that's why so many people are ranting and raving about how good it is. It's so quick, so easy. It's a one-step. Honestly, you could use it one step once a year. And even if it has minor fillers, nobody would ever know the difference. Nobody. As you know, Tool, I'm guaranteeing most of your customers probably don't know very, very little about it. They're hiring you to do it because they don't want to do it, or two, they don't know how to do it, and they're just going to hire you to do it. So they don't know the difference. Most people, you go to a car show. How many guys have been to a car shows or just car get-togethers, and it's out in the sun, and you just walk by people's cars, and you see them swirl to death in the back. And you're like, oh, my God. 98% of people are never going to know if this supposedly has fillers. Only the pros will if it has fillers in it. They're just going to see this immaculate car with little to no swirls in it and a great shine to it. That's all they're going to see. And that's the best part about it. You know what I mean? In the end, who cares what that 2% thinks? You've got great results, and unless you told them I used HD speed for it, they're not going to know the difference. I am doing something right now, sir. No. What? We'll go downstairs. Go downstairs. What do you want? You want a drink? Do you want a drink or something? What do you want? He's trying. This is what he does. He pulls me. Since he won't talk, he just pulls me wherever he wants to go. See, this is what he does. Watch. So he tries to start pulling me. See? He tries to pull me wherever he wants to go. I wish you made perfect electric pressure washers, gas washers. They make pressure washers that are like 2,000, 2,400 RPM or PSI. That's more than you'll ever need, man. I would rather use a clay bar or clay tower. I like the clay blocks now. I like those so much better than the traditional clay bars. They're so much faster. Do you still have the Hyundai SUV? No, we sold it. We traded in when we bought the minivan. We got rid of it. You would have seen it in videos by now. We got rid of it. We got like $14,500 for it, and we traded it in for the minivan. It's my mom polish. I can't go to shows because the squirrels make me sick. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. You know, even just going to it, again, the average Joe will never know the difference. What do you want? 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Give me a 2-minute break. I don't know what my son's doing. What do you want? What do you want? I'm doing stuff right now. What do you want? What do you want? Say what you want. What do you want? Do you need a drink? All right, I'll get you a drink. You should just ask for a drink. Say, Daddy, I want a drink. You get a drink. All right, I'll come back, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Sorry. I know we're dying out now. We're teetering out now. Only 9 of us left. 9 of us left, guys. We'll probably wrap it up here. Let's do another 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the night. I do need to start getting ready for bed. Might give the HD Speed a try on mom's GMC. It's just turned on fast on the car wash. Her paint is so bad in condition. You will really like it. You will really like it. It's a solid product. No complaints at all. I just used the white polishing pad and I went over it about 4 to 5, maybe 5 to 6 passes each time. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. That crosshatch pattern. I did about 5 or 6 times each. Go to the next section every time. Super simple, super easy to use. No complaints. It's pretty hard to keep a daily driver clean. Over here in Florida, it literally rains about every day in the summertime. So I can feel your pain when it comes to that. So, it's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? Gonna go to bed. Have a great night. Thanks so much, Pooh, for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I know we're doing this super late night. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning here. I do need to get going to bed here soon so I can work on some more videos. Again, if I try this stuff tomorrow, then I'm going to have to be up in order to get it done. I already love the protection that this HD Speed gives me. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how close the water hits your using pressure washer. Just use a lower pressure nozzle, and I still keep my pressure washer about this far away. The nozzle about this far away from it. With the foam cannon, no, the foam cannon, the pressure it's putting out of the actual foam, throwing the foam at your car, is very low pressure compared to what it would be if you had the high pressure nozzle on your pressure washer. Which creams would you recommend for bad swirl marks? You mean a polish or a compound? For bad, you're gonna need a compound. If you need just something over the counter, Meguiar's Ultimate Compound will do you just fine. But then you might have to come back with their Meguiar's Ultimate Polish to get out any hazing or any issues you might have from there. But if it's really bad, then you probably want to just go with the Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, easy to get over the counter. I know now Griot's sells like an all-in-one polish. It's kind of like HD Speed, but it's all-in-one polish, one step, whatever they call it. They do sell it at Advanced Auto Parts and AutoZone. You might want to check that into it if you have a DA polisher. That way you get some correcting with some protection at the same time. Now I got 2 birds with 1 stone. That's why it's so popular right here. Yeah, you really need to get going to bed too, man. I feel you do. My contacts are starting to dry up. You know how if you guys wear contacts, you wear them for too long, they start drying out. That's what's starting to happen in mine. I'm like, I need to take my contacts out. They've been in all day long. So, that's it. And we get up, around noon. So I've got to get going to bed here soon myself. I hear you guys. Because I'm sure I'll be doing some stuff. I'll be answering questions on YouTube. It's really fun having a YouTube channel, and I'm so blessed getting to hang out with you guys. But at the same time, now it's become expected. I have to have 3 videos out a week. We do a live stream once a week. Some weeks I might get out 4 videos a week. I'm working on a new series where I'm going to apply tire coating to my cars. I'll record what it is beforehand, and then we're going to drive it for a certain amount of days, or dealing with the range, everyday conditions, and seeing how long it lasts, and then making an update video of how long this product lasts. When I did that for the coverall tire shine, showing you guys how long it lasted, that's got a decent amount of views on it for only being out a little while, and all it is an update video. So, and a lot of people keep saying, would you do a lot more of them? So I said, yeah, why not? I watched the Blue Prelude. I put the Griot's Garage Heights tire shine all over the wheels, and I recorded it, what it looks like before, so that way we can know what it looks like before and after and give you guys fair results. Yo, you're back from jail. Okay, well, we're going to get out. We're going to go to bed now, guys. Florida is here. Let's go ahead and log out. Take care, guys. Griot's Garage Bass Foam Cream. I'm so mad that my, whatchamacallit didn't come in today. That my shipment didn't come in. You know what? Just because I'm going to go to Griot's Garage website right now. And actually check my order status and be like, why the hell wasn't delivered today? You know what I mean? Log in. My account. My information list, order history. Okay, hold on, guys. Order everything. Order number. So where is it? I just have an order number. There's no whatchamacallit, no shipping thing. It's in an email, I guess. Well, this sucks, man. Their site sucks. It just says order date July 30th, which was how long ago, guys? It says order number and it says status. It says complete. $56 for 2 bottles. $56. They can suck a dick. That's expensive. But no like tracking number or anything. That's a terrible site. Terrible site right there. Ugh. Ugh. That's what I'm talking about, Billy. I ordered the snow foam and the polygloss, and it said it was supposed to be here today. It never showed up. That's why I went to their website, and their website sucks. It doesn't show it at all. Paste wax. But Carnauba paste wax, the best I've ever had, and the best I like the most for Carnauba is Pinnacle Sovereign. It's a pure white Carnauba wax. It's not like the yellow stuff. There's no fillers in it at all. It's pure Brazilian or pure whatever white wax. Anyways, oh my God. As soon as you put it on, you can wipe it right off again. You don't have to wait for it to haze up or anything. Oh my God, is it good. It's very expensive though. Very expensive. Like the little can, a 3-ounce can was $60 at Autogeek. For the bigger one, it's $100. Let me tell you though, holy crap. If you have money to burn, give it a shot. You're going to be like, oh, I've never tried a wax that's just so easy on, easy off. The looks it gives you. My God, people used to comment about my 370Z about how nice it looked. It was great. You can layer it if you want to. It's nuts. Make sure plate looks like the fruit interior smells nothing like what you should. We love it. Greetings from South Texas. Keep up the good work. We had tools from Texas. You guys can have a good talk there. Thanks so much for stopping by, Jose. I know it's super late. We're probably not going to stay up much longer. Maybe another 15 minutes in because I do have to go to bed. It's about 3 a.m. here. But I'm making up for yesterday, and I'm thankful for all you guys who've been swinging by and taking a few minutes out of your day. It's a fine evening here to be with me. Grillos is kind of expensive. That's why I usually buy the big bottle size at AutoGeek. But damn, dude, expensive. Let me try and go into hold on. One second. I'll try and look it up another way. I want to try and go into my email, but you know how fast Spectrum is. I'm paying all this money for high-end speed internet, and the damn crap is slow as crap. Hold on, let me see it. Shipping. Okay, here it is. Tuesday. Now it's been backed up by a day. And it's at the U.S. Postal Service facility, even though it's FedEx. Okay, so it's taken. Yeah, it's already late by a day. It was. When was it shipped? Jeez Louise, it doesn't even say. Expand history. It's here in Kissimmee, but it's at the post office. Why the hell is it at the post office? Oh, it was yours using SurePost, so it'll be delivered by the post office tomorrow. Damn it. Okay, it was sent out July 31st. It is August 7th, and it's still not here. I'm telling you right now, they need to find a new shipping company. That is slower than balls. My company from here to Indiana is 3 days. 3 working days, and it'll be at your house. 8 days. I don't know how many work days that is. Even let's just say 6 or 7. Let's be polite. Let's say 7 days from Indiana. Are you kidding me? I can just ship something ground from Florida to Alaska, and it will be to Alaska ground shipping in 7 days or less. I think it's like 6 days to Alaska. That's mind-blowingly slow. Terrible. No, we have, I don't know if it's fiber optic or not, Ricky. I can't tell you the truth. It's just not that great. It's typical cable. Carnauba wax is natural, and it's a lot of food. Why are people surprised? Grills garage slacking. Dude, it's really slow, Billy. Dude, they are stupid slow. So it got put off by another day. It was supposed to be delivered today. So, yeah, SurePost is terrible. My company uses the same thing. We get it from the company to the post office. And all we do is literally deliver it in big bundles and bags and other stuff to the post office's back door. And then it takes another day or two, and then the post office delivers it. How about at Christmas? Companies like Amazon love to use SurePost. It's a cheap way out for them. Instead of using the main company to deliver it, they'll have the post office deliver it, save some money. And so what they do is during Christmas, when the season is just nuts, right? Well, our company will get it there in, like, let's say the 3 or 4 days. It's there at its town, but they deliver it to the post office. And then the post office leaves it sitting in their office because they can't handle the volume for another 3 or 4 days. And it's like, you morons, just ship it through the main company and it would have been delivered on the 4th day. But no, let's ship it over to the post office. Now the post office is going to wait a couple days. So it sits at your local post office for a couple days. It's just stupid how bad they run it there. I'm teaching you all the inside stuff you guys don't know about. You guys have no idea about how this stuff works. It's really dumb. So you'd be like, wait a second. I thought I paid for it's going through a post office. So I thought it's coming through UPS or FedEx. Why? What? Why is the post office delivering it? That's the game that these companies play because it's cheaper than having the major companies deliver it. Been having issues with CG products streaking on black paint, synthetic quick detailer, and Swift Wipe wireless wash. Noticing, I noticed that their quality might not be the highest on some of their products, but I haven't had any streaking. Anytime I have any streaking, I just flip the microfiber towel out and just buff out the rest. If you have problems with some of the stuff, just get a detailer out, spritz it down a little bit, and the streaks will be gone. Now, this couch is a Haverty's couch, and this couch is probably coming up on 20 years old. One of our good family friends had it, and then my dad got it from him. My dad gave it to me when he moved he was living in the Florida Keys. He was a principal down there, but then he had to quit to take care of my grandma. My grandma, let's see, I guess it was yesterday now. My grandma turned 98 years old. So we're going to visit her in another week or so. We're going to fly up to Illinois, and he stays at my grandma's house, and he actually takes care of it. So he stopped being a teacher. He was teaching college. He was a principal, and then he taught college. And so he's had that thing forever. So the thing's rock solid. Ethan Allen is like this. I don't know if it's Ethan Allen or it's Haverty's. It's one of those, and they're like higher end good stuff. They're not like room steel. Let's put it that way. They're really good. Like that's from Ashley Home Furniture. This thing, it's actually this lifts up as like a coffee table and comes and sits this way right in front of your face. So you can eat food while you're on the couch. It's really cool. And then there's like a cubby hole beneath it. So you just lift up the whole thing and it just pops into you. It's really, really cool. Amazon Logistics is the worst. They have my pack loss price. The good thing about that Fortis is they always instantly refund you. That's one good thing about Amazon. Amazon just built a brand new facility like 5 minutes from my building here. It's right next to the Orlando International Airport. It's massive, 2 million square foot. It opens up here, I think, in September or October. And dude, it's huge. They built all this farmland. It was nothing but cattle out there, right next to the airport, and they plopped down. How about Orlando was they wanted all this so much. They widened the road to 4 lanes. They have to cross a little river. They're building that, but they've already widened it to 4 lanes. They've added street lights there, which is going to make my commute even worse. Just because Amazon came in, I guess it was an agreement. Like, look, we're going to have a lot of semis coming back and forth, a lot of people. We want you to widen this road instead of from 2 lanes right next to the airport to 4 lanes. The city of Orlando did it. They're just throwing money left and right at them. I'm basically the USPS. Hello from Arkansas, catching you between calls. Hey, who the hell is calling you in Arkansas at 3 o'clock in the morning? What the heck do you do, Keith? What are you doing? Are you a call girl, Keith? Are you taking some extra late night calls there, Keith, for some little lonely men out there? There is so many car shows in Florida, buddy. You got to remember, Florida now is the 3rd most populated state in the union, behind California and I think Texas. No, hold on. I might be wrong here. I know it's California is the #1 populated state, but then it's something else. I think New York just got passed up by Florida. Hey, it's so whatever. But police officer, tell them don't do anything. It's freaking 3 a.m. in the morning. There should be no need for the police at 3 o'clock in the morning. Tell them to go to bed. Don't cause any problems. One of the guys I ride motorcycles with, he's a St. Cloud police officer. He doesn't ever tell anybody he's a police officer, but he is. When I was riding my bike, when I first was riding my motorcycle, he had a motorcycle. He pulled up next to me, and we started talking. He was asking me about my GoPro and all this stuff. And then we went out a couple times riding together, and he told me that, what do you want? What do you want? Your shoes? Put shoes on then. Here. Where's your other foot? What are you doing? But he told me later on that he was actually a St. Cloud police officer. Now he's seen me twice, and he came up there. He let my son get in his police car and was pushing buttons. I was like, whoa, don't push anything. He's like, don't worry, nothing's going to happen in there. He gave him some police teddy bear, all this cool stuff. So it's really cool. Now he just had a daughter earlier this year, so he's had his first kid. So it's pretty crazy. Meth heads are up. I don't know if we get a lot of meth here in the Kissimmee area. Kissimmee area, I heard there's a big Puerto Rican gang down there in Point Siena. Um, uh, they had that big shooting about, what was it, a year or two ago now, where 2 police officers were shot. They were ambushed and killed here in Kissimmee, like literally 5-10 minutes down the road from my house in downtown Kissimmee. One police officer reported to the scene, and the second one came in, and the guy out of nowhere, not the people they were dealing with over here, like the arrest or like drug situation here in the ghetto, he came behind him and shot him in the back. And that's how it all went down. I mean, for that next couple of weeks, dude, you couldn't even get anywhere near that. It was a ghetto, too, in the ghetto right near St. Cloud, or I'm next to downtown Kissimmee. So it's crazy, man. But I don't know. I don't think we have meth here. I would say probably it's more like marijuana and weed. I smell marijuana all the time around here. It's crazy. Too many Haitians, Cubans, etc. in Florida. A lot of Haitians are here. I'm slowly starting to realize they mostly are in Miami, though, Florida. Cubans are in Miami. Puerto Ricans are in Kissimmee and Orlando. It's all Puerto Ricans. You do have a little bit of Brazilians and Venezuelans and Colombians here, but I'd say 70 to 80% of all the Hispanics in the Orlando area, especially Kissimmee, is all Puerto Rican. They're all Puerto Rican, either from New York, New Jersey, or from the island itself. And you can tell the difference between them all, too. Puerto Ricans from the island are more down to earth, more polite, very nice. But the ones from New York, New Jersey, Brooklyn, New York, oh shit, bitch, oh shit, and they're literally night and day different. You can see them; they have the dickhead attitudes from New York, but the true Puerto Ricans are usually very, very friendly. But that's the way it breaks down to Cubans in Miami, Puerto Ricans in Orlando and Kissimmee. It's the way it goes, guys. I teach you a little bit about Florida, one bit at a time. North Florida is very country. South Florida is very much like the North. So that's the way it works. So the North Florida is very redneck and country like the South. South Florida is very big city, New York, everything's fast. A lot of Northerners move down there as fast as possible. Like they're moving to Kissimmee now. It's the way to go. So you go into North Florida, you'll be out in the woods in no time. You'll even see the jacked up trucks. You're going to see Confederate flags. You're going to hear, y'all, how y'all doing up there? All going up in here. You're going to hear a lot of that. South Florida, not at all. It's just the way it goes. Central Florida is like stuck in the middle. Like if you go out into St. Cloud about 20 minutes outside into St. Cloud out in the country, you're going to see a little bit of country. But most of those people are getting out. They're all going to like Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. They're sick of the invasion of like the Northerners coming in, just ruining their town, dragging it down. Crime is skyrocketing here. I mean, you have gangs, like I said, down there in Point Siena. It's a part of Kissimmee. There's full-on Puerto Rican gangs down there, and so things are changing. So all the original locals are all leaving. They're all going to they want to go to the mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee. They're all flooding out of here. Any ranch? No ranch tonight, though. No ranch. How's the tourist traffic? It's awful. Oh my God. So you have all the people that are coming here for tourists. You have everybody moving here from New York, New Jersey. Yesterday, I'll give you another story about Kissimmee. We were on the other side of Disney on US 192. US 192 is like the main thoroughfare by Disney. All the hotels and everything are on. In 5 minutes, you guys ready for this? 5 minutes time, I counted 10 different cars with New York license plates on them. 10 within 5 minutes of driving down the road. They're everywhere here. The traffic is a complete nightmare. When we first moved here 6 years ago, from our house to Disney took 20 minutes. Now it normally takes me about 35 minutes. In 6 years, traffic has almost doubled. There's lights everywhere now. They're not expanding the roads, so the roads are just completely bogged down. You can't get anywhere, just crawls. You'll catch one traffic light, you'll catch them all. So what you do is the smart drivers, like I delivered pizzas for a long time when I was younger. If you see the light turning red, take a quick right on that road, then pop a U-turn right there and come back out and take a right and then just keep on going. And then you'll catch every green light after that. They're all in sync like that. Or if you catch one red light on US 192, you'll catch every red light. It's like every block there's another light. So you hang a quick right, then you do a quick U-turn right there on that road, and then you take a right and just keep on trucking. That's the fastest way to beat all the red lights here in Kissimmee. It's pretty crazy. Teaching you a little bit how to work the system. You are right about that music. So I have a guy, when I first moved here, I got to learn, stop jumping. So he taught me all about, because he's from Puerto Rico, he's from the islands, and he told me that he was once at the beach here, and he saw some guy with a big old Puerto Rican flag. He said a massive Puerto Rican flag tattooed on his back, right? So he goes up to him, starts speaking. He's like, oh, Puerto Rican, starts talking to him in Spanish. The guy goes, I don't speak any Spanish. He's like, but you got this, but. New York. You're right. A lot of them do speak it, but you're starting to see a lot of trend that they don't. They don't even speak the language. And I mean, I understand how that goes, but yeah, you're right about the attitude. It's they definitely have adapted the New York, New Jersey attitude. Where the Islanders are very laid back, they're very nice, they're very kind, they're very cool to deal with. But yeah, you definitely have a different mentality from New York to the islands for sure. Who cares? I don't know. I guess they just the way it is. It's funny because he was telling me that story about it. My dad grew up in Florida. Do you have any family in Florida? My family was in Florida since 1972, but they've all moved out of the Florida. He is wired, man. He is wired. Isn't Florida mainly? No, not at all. Not at all. I live on a country club drunk. I live literally the first hole for the country club is right behind my pool right there. It starts over here this way and then goes all the way across from my house. We live on a country club. We live in a gated country club. But no, it really isn't. Honestly, where I am, there's not as many old people. There's very few old people actually. Maybe on the coast, but not here. Not where I am. There is retirement communities, but they're so far outnumbered from just regular living people here that it's not what you're thinking they are. You know what I mean? There's a town called the Villages. It's a 55 and up. It's literally a town northwest of Orlando. It's all it is. It's its own town now called the Villages. And it's right on US 27. And man, dude, that's all it is people that are over 55. It's packed. Supposedly, the Villages has the highest amount of STDs in the state of Florida. It is a fact. There's more STDs cases in the Villages than anywhere else. My wife explained it to me because the old people don't worry about getting pregnant, so they don't wear condoms. So they are passing STDs. They're basically sluts. They're whores, basically. They're all like swinging and everything down there. And I know it's crazy to think about 50, 60, 70-year-old people just banging each other's minds out without condoms, and their STDs are running rampant. More than Miami, more than Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville. The Villages, which is a little tiny town for just retirement people. I don't know how many. There's like 100-something thousand people live there now, but there's more STDs there than any other major city in Florida. Any city in Florida. That's just like, what? That's how bad they are. Do you know Excess Garage? No, I don't know him at all. Stop jumping. I'm done with it. Stop. Don't laugh about it. Stop. You're going to fall again. You're going to get hurt. And I'm not putting up with it this time. Oh, man, he bashed his head the one day on it about a week ago. He fell off this and went boom right into the coffee table. Nailed it with his head. Just blow black through here. He has a thing. It was really bad. Do you get lots of golf balls? Yes, I have a couple bags of golf balls from my yard. Nothing but busting in the Villages. Oh, it's nuts, dude. Guys would be surprised. I'm telling you right now. It's crazy how much it is there. Probably the STDs of Woodstock. I wouldn't doubt it, man. It's probably been passing around forever. You want a marshmallow? Marshmallow. He is so wired. I don't understand why I haven't given him anything. I gave him a drink, but I haven't given him any like snacks or anything at all. Is how you stay fit in the 60s? I don't know, man. Like the Villages have full baseball leagues and softball leagues. They have basketball leagues in the Villages, bowling leagues. Literally, they have everything there. Our neighbors from down the street, they just left to move to the Villages, built a home in the Villages. Because of that, they were like, there's just nothing to do in this community. Our community, I'd say, was mostly middle-class people here. A lot of retired people live in my neighborhood, but a lot of people are also leaving. Okay, that's nice. It's a comb. And that's also a thing. But they wanted more action, so they moved out to the Villages. Stop. It's gone now. It's gone. Too bad. That's crazy. I thought the STD was the worst. No, Russell. The Villages, that's actually a statistic because those people are not worried about getting pregnant. They don't wear condoms because they don't worry about getting pregnant, you know? So they just pass STDs like nuts back and forth amongst each other. And of course, my wife being the doctor, she's the one that actually mentioned it. If you want to give me a massage, that's fine. But if you want to just sit there and keep pushing me, that's not cool. What are you doing? I know, dude, who's into them older ladies. Oh, I'm sure. Village is very strict though. Like if you don't live there, like kids and like they can only visit for a few days. They literally are not allowed to. No kids are allowed to live in the villages. You can't have kids at all. You have to be over 55. At least one of the people in the neighborhood has to be over 55 years old. You need to calm down. Calm down, buddy. You want a mushroom? You want this now? Yeah. There you go. Now I'm just gonna make him active now. With your experience in the car care products, do you see any? Do I see anything that needs to? I mean, I don't know. I see so many products. There's a lot of companies that maybe are smaller that really need to get their name out there because they're not as big and they make really good stuff. I don't know. I think everything that I can think about right now currently is being covered. I don't have any issues with it, but I don't know. Nathan, you keep knocking down my stuff, buddy. There, that's better. But I don't think so at all, man. You know what I mean? Damn, we got 21 people on. Do you people have no lives either? Raise your hand. You've got no life either. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You guys are still hanging out with us at a late night stream. This is nuts, guys. We should all like play video games together or something at this point. That way we can still talk. We can still play some video games. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. But yeah, I don't get to play too much video games anymore. I did pre-order the Black Ops 4 because I like Black Ops, but didn't get to play it over the weekend because we had no cable, no internet was out. It makes me mad, really mad, because I really wanted to play Black Ops. And then this weekend they're doing the Black Ops beta, but again, I'll be out of town again, so I can't play it. And it's just like, oh, I just want to play video games for a little while. Oh well. Does anybody have any more questions you would like to talk about? It is getting late. I do need to start getting him ready for bed, and we need to start getting ready for bed and stuff like that. So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I do need to get up tomorrow and work on some stuff on the car. I might be working on the GTR for some things. I might work on. I might go ahead and record a Foam Friday video tomorrow as well, so that way it's done. With the rain being on and off every day, I have to get out there. If it's sunny, like it's literally, I'm like, I run to the shower as soon as I get up. I get cleaned up and then I run outside and make videos for you guys. Seriously. If it's raining, I'm just like, I'm just going to go right back to sleep again. Seriously, I just sleep in because I'm like, it's raining. What's the point of getting up out there because it's raining? So it's always hit or miss. When I wake up, I'm like, is it sunny? If it's sunny, then I get up. I'm like, okay, I get some coffee. I'll get up and get going. If not, I'm out. Is your gaming handle the same issue? Yeah, some of them are, Ryan, but some of them aren't because of it depends. Like, because on I think Xbox it wasn't available. I think on PlayStation it is available. So I think that's the way I did it. Been up all night studying for the MCAT. You mentioned your wife is a doctor. Oh, for sure. Yeah, my wife's a doctor. She's been a doctor. We'll see. She graduated from med school in 2009. She was a resident until 2012 as a family practice resident. And so she was a resident doctor since 2009. So she did 3 years as a resident doctor, and then she's done right at 6 years now. So I think it's 6 years next month. And she'll be 6 years on her own for the last 6 months. 6 years. So that's basically 9 years total she's been a doctor. And I figured, Nathan, and I've been trying to pay off her student loan as fast as I can. I'm like throwing tons of her extra money at it because I pay all of our bills. I think we're going to have her student loan paid off by next year. Some of her student loans aren't even due till like 2030. I'm like, 2030? No way. If I can tell you anything, Russell, unless you're tied down with a family or something like that when you become a doctor, take a job that offers you to pay off your student loan, even if it's in BFE, Nowhereville. Her job, it was in South Georgia. Nathan, stop. Her job there in Southern Georgia was out in the middle of Nowhereville, Albany, Georgia, out in the farmlands, and they offered for her to stay, but I didn't want to move to Georgia. If she would have stayed for a 3-year contract, Russell, they would have completely paid off her student loan. Completely. All $240,000 would have been gone. But I couldn't live in Redneck. I'm telling you, you were out in the sticks in Redneckville, Georgia. And I said, I can't do it. There's no way. And so that's what reason we brought us down here to Kissimmee, because she was like, okay, well, who's going to hire me? And she applied several places in Florida, but nobody wanted a resident doctor. Nobody wanted a new doctor out of residency. And until Kissimmee called, and that's why she took Kissimmee. They were the only ones that called. They were saying they were willing to take her. So if I can say anything, as long as you don't have a wife or anything that's tying you down with anything, wherever you are, if that residency, hey, it says, hey, we'd like to keep you on as a doctor here, and we'll pay off your student loan if you do a 3-year contract with us. Take it, pay off the entire student loan at one time, be done with it, be out of debt, because that's what her job was going to do. And here it is 6 years later, and it's probably going to take us about 7 years to completely pay off her loan, paying all as much extra. We're paying more on her house, more on her student loan than we pay for this house every month. That's how much she's having to pay. It's nuts, Billy. I'm sorry, Russell. Sorry, but just a hint, man. OptiCode. I don't know, but anything with any, honestly, get a sealant, Billy. Sealant is the way to go. It's the future. It's so much easier to apply, easy to remove, and damn, that stuff lasts forever. Did Florida have a bunch of dolphins? I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't really pay attention. I heard like what they did is they dumped out some of the Lake Okeechobee, which is here in Central Florida, just south of us and like about an hour away in Central Florida. And I guess it had all kinds of toxins and stuff in the water. When the water gets too high in Lake Okeechobee from all the rain and stuff, they drop the levels of it by letting it go out through like basically a dam kind of thing. Let's just say, and they let the water run out into the ocean. Well, then that tainted water got into the ocean water and started killing all the fish and everything. So it's like, oops, and that's basically what happened. They tracked it back to Lake Okeechobee. Pretty nuts. I'm surprised the prices of the new Type R dropped quite a bit. Some dealers, Ricky, you can get them at MSRP. I heard in the Midwest they're starting to sell for them, but most of the places in Florida we're not selling for it at MSRP. They're still asking a couple grand over, like $4,000 or $5,000 over. I'd be happily buy one at $34,000, put down like a $5,000 down payment, finance $30,000. Hey, I'm fine with that, but I'm not going to pay $40,000 for a Civic Type R. $40,000. Now you're opening it up to a whole nother world of different cars, and that's the way I see it. You know what I mean? I almost bought some Geon coat for my car, some of the ceramic, but I didn't. I heard the reviews for the C Quartz was better, so that's why I went with the C Quartz instead. But I've heard a lot of good things about Geon. I know Automotive carries it, but I personally have not tried it. I've just heard a lot of people review them and say they're really good. What do you think of Ford Focus RS? I heard they're pretty good cars. I looked at them. Actually looked at the dealer right down the street. They had Mullinax Ford. Literally, it's funny that you mentioned that because I brought up Mullinax Ford. They just followed me today on Instagram. I was like, but there's no back seat. The thing I was looking for is that I wanted something for a back seat. And once I put the front seat to where I want to drive it at, I tried to get the back seat. My legs were like this. I'm like, this is pointless. But I heard they have a little bit of engine issues with them. So again, I don't know. And that's $40,000 for a car that this much backroom seat, and no, I'd rather get the WRX STI or the Civic Type R. If you guys know about the STIs, they have ringland issues or something like that, and it doesn't affect every STI, but enough STIs have had the problems before that it's a well-known issue where it's a pain in the butt to fix, and if you don't have a warranty, you're out thousands of dollars to get to that part of the engine. Where a Civic Type R, it's a Honda, it's a Civic, it's going to last you forever and a day. And that's what I like about it. It's a Honda. It's just like poke it, just put some oil in it. It's good to go, guys. And that's about all it is with Honda. You don't hear of any major issues, and that's what I kind of like about it. Is Geon a Korean company? I don't know. I would have to research that music, but I just don't know. We would have to look that up really quick. Dude, I'm gonna get fat now. We're eating all these marshmallows. My wife buys these. She loves marshmallows, right? My wife bought them, so now here I am eating it. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. It's 3:25 in the morning, Logan. It's 3:25 here, buddy. Don't worry. Well, stop falling on stuff. He brings all his toys upstairs and just dumps it all over the ground upstairs. You can see he tears apart the couch, tears stuff. Everybody keeps saying, well, why don't you clean it up? I'm like, it's him. I clean it up. The next day, it's all back here. He goes down in this little play bin down there and brings it all upstairs and just dumps it. What's wrong with you? You okay? You okay? Get a rub? Get a rub? You okay? You okay? Are you okay? What? You okay? He's just laughing. East Coast law. Geon is Korean. There you go. Then I don't know. But I tell you what, Korean, I see Korea now with the products very close to now what like Japan was back in, like, say, the 80s. Their cars are getting damn good. Their reliability on the Korean cars are really good. Like even like I know like LG and Samsung, they're Korean. Amazing products. But look where Sony was 20 years ago. Sony was king of all. Sony nowadays is having some problems. They said if it wasn't for the PlayStation side of Sony, they'd be almost looking at bankruptcy. They don't make anything anymore. There's too many TVs out there besides just the Sony Bravia, the line. Do you get a Sony Walkman anymore? No. Do you get a Sony VCR anymore? No. What do you get that Sony anymore that everybody buys? The PlayStation. They said the PlayStation is only profitable branch of their company that they have left. I guess everything else is basically struggling. They would be out of business today if it wasn't. They just, they rested on their laurels and didn't innovate. And I like LG. I like Samsung. I love Hyundai and Kia. I think their cars are, they maybe not. I like Hyundais. They look really good. My wife had 2 Hyundais. They last forever. Their resale values are going up because of they're starting to last forever. There's no reason to hate on them anymore. I really think times are changing, where quality is going up. So I think the next one will be probably the Chinese. In the next 20, 30 years, you're going to start seeing more Chinese products that are really good. You know what I mean? At my job, I see a company of TVs coming through like every day in the big giant boxes, the TCL company. You guys ever heard of TCL? All the time. TVs getting dropped off. We're talking, they'll come in from Amazon, the big tractor trailers from Amazon. They'll have 50 or 100 of them at a time, sometimes 200 of them at a time. And they ship them through all these, the cart system there. 200 brand new TCL TVs just from one company. I really think in another 20 years, China will be at that level, making much better products. Right now, they make a lot of cheap knockoff garbage, but in 20 years, they'll be better. So we'll see. It's just history always repeats itself, guys. It always repeats itself over and over and over. It's just the way it goes. You guys, I don't know if you guys heard. I don't follow the guy. I know Alex Jones. He's a hot-headed reporter guy. YouTube banned him, Facebook banned him, some other thing banned. They banned him all at the same time today, saying he had hate speech. Well, gets back to the point. It's like we have freedom of speech in America. If whether you agree with it or not, you don't just block him and ban him. Well, then you start seeing what happened in the 40s. You had the Hitler and stuff banning anything that was that, and just saying, "Oh, that's not right. We don't believe in that. You ban it, ban it, ban it." Look what happened then. Then you had the rise of the Nazi socialists. You can tell you what you can and what you can't believe in, what you can read and what you can't read, what's good and what's bad. I mean, who's good, what race is good and what race is bad. You see how quickly that turns? And so that was pretty shocking to see that, man. So history always repeats itself, guys. It always will, always has, always will. Great countries come and great countries fall. You will see it through history. Remember Rome? Huge, gone. The Turkish Empire, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, massive, gone. Austria is nothing anymore, neither is Hungary. You had Egypt. I mean, think about all the great empires, Persia and all that. It just comes and goes. They come and they go. The same patterns repeat themselves over and over and over. England was massive. They controlled a third of all the world. The saying was the sun never sets on the British Empire. Now what does the British Empire control? A couple islands in the Caribbean or a little bit here and there, little islands here and there. Other than that, it's just their main island. They've lost every bit of their colonies. They're all gone. And, it'll probably the same thing will happen in the United States. Maybe it's another 200 or 300 years down the road. Things change. Stop jumping. He is going to hurt himself again. Carper is a good company. They're Korean. Sony doesn't make cell phones anymore, laptops. Other than that, TCLs are popular because they are Roku, basically. Yeah, that's the problem. They're cheap stuff, and they're just being chumped over here. You know what I mean? How much did the Graham Lights wheels for? I think the wheels cost me around $2,800, somewhere around there, $2,800. How long did you own the 370Z before you sold it? 4 years. I had owned it exactly 4 years before I sold it. I had it paid off in like 3 years or less, though. I pay my stuff off very early. I don't ever pay minimum payments. I've never paid minimum payments since I was a young man when I was in debt. I always pay way extra on everything. Push it.
Ice cream. Puppy, it's music time.
That's playing stuff. Yeah, so that's a go. Any last minute questions you guys would like to ask? My son's starting to act like a crazy man, so I do need to get him to bed soon because he stays up with me and then we go to bed together so we can both get up at the same time. It's no big deal. Sometimes he comes out with me in the videos. Sometimes he sleeps in. What are you pushing? So let me know if there's any other things you would like to talk about. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. You know what I mean? So I can call it a night. So if not, I'll see you all in the next video. And like I said, thanks so much for being here, part of the channel. I really do appreciate it. Keep sending out all your stuff. Keep showing my channel to everybody else. We'll go from there. You know what I mean? And hopefully we'll be at 25,000 soon. I'll do a really big giveaway. I promise you, I'm gonna do like $100 giveaway. So there we go. Yeah, my son's starting to break down now. He's tired. Stop. So that way we can get going. Anyways, guys, stop. He's done, guys. So I hope you have a good night, guys. I will talk to you at the next live stream, probably Sunday night sometime, and we'll do it all over again. So the rest of this week, we're going to see like foam can wash. I don't know which one I'm going to use. Maybe that the Chemical Guys foam stuff from the other day. We'll maybe do some other stuff. This will be out Saturday, probably the HT Speed, and I got to figure out what to put out for Wednesday. We'll figure it out. Anyways, guys, thanks so much. Keep sharing my videos. Keep liking the videos. If you haven't seen today's videos, go watch it. Just put it on play, hit the like button, and go get a drink or something. I don't care. But the more the views, more likes, it pushes up the actual video, which of course then gets pushed up in the suggested box. That's the way YouTube works. So there you go. Thanks so much for being a part of my channel. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys at the very next live stream. Take care.